as far as what else he got available.
For sure. Okay. I see you cool. He got the sweatshirt on, the hoodie.
Hey, fellas, sorry.
You like a fish,
You
like
should
a
have threw your
referee
Jake back on, Juice.
Yeah, I need. You know what? Yeah, hold on. Let me make a text message real quick.
Beggars can't be choosers, man. This ain't Chipotle. You know, everybody remember the what's the name joint though? It's the Case joint, like. You're the only one for me. You're the only one I need.
I thought we said no singing on the podcast.
No, Rel can't sing.
Oh, it's specific.
It's a difference, cool.
Okay.
It's a difference. Rel always listen, yo. If you peep right, every time Rel can sing, he gonna slip that shit in there like, ooh. Like, he talking about the government. He's like, ooh. He trying to get his singing career popping off this shit. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Hey, yo.
Well, it's lonely at the top.
For all these years, and I'm just realizing how much I fucking hate you, yo.
Wow.
I'm just saying, that's it. I just hate you. It's
yo,
okay.
You called me 2 times, yo. Did I call Mike this week? I think I called Mike again. Did I call Mike again? No, I learned not to call Mike. I learned my lesson the hard way.
Oh, whoa, you got checked?
No, he checked me last joint. He's like, yo, listen, man. You lucky you could text me. That shit gangsta. You lucky I let you text me, Flush. Goddamn.
My hours are from 9.
Yeah, no, right. I don't understand it.
What am I working out?
Right.
Like office hours. That's how I was saying it. Like,
yo, big.
You know what I mean? It's a whole mindset to do what you do professionally.
Right.
Feel me? But you could get the answer at 10 p.m. People can't get that. Like if you wanted it though, you probably had to text it. You know what I'm saying?
But you get 10 p.m. We don't know what day. Like you don't get a 10 p.m. But it might be 2 weeks from now.
I've never not answered a text from you. Tell the truth.
Nah, you haven't. It just took a while. That's all.
No phone calls. You got me. Texts. You know how it is.
I can dig it. The whole time we talking about this 4 o'clock shit. Cool did not send a text. I was like, yo, 4 o'clock cool? I ain't hear nothing.
I don't be knowing. Listen, all right, we recording, right?
Always.
Okay,
so
my bad.
This is like, I am married, right, with 2 kids. That's not to you, Neef. That's to the audience.
Right.
But what that means usually is, and it means you gotta be ready for audibles and stuff to not go right literally all the time. And then it ain't even got to be nothing catastrophic. It could be something small, like, whatever the case may be. So I do meal prep and I cook for my family. So if something get disrupted by the 15-minute window that I was supposed to do it and it take me 25 minutes, boom, there you go. That's exactly what happened. So,
yo, are we all men who, because, Juice, do you cook anymore in life?
I actually do, man. I'm about to cook today. I'm going to make some etouffee.
Oh, yeah, I'm frying chicken. I'm keeping it simple. Yo, I
prefer to cook.
I don't remember Juice cooking in the Navy. Do you remember that?
Wait, look out of here, Juice.
Yo,
you're in the wardrobe.
But look, because y'all niggas, when I came, dog, like, y'all was the guy. So y'all were cooking. Y'all were the ones like,
we wasn't cooking.
So, like, you're an awesome fucking chef. So, y'all cook. But when y'all left, then I kind of started doing my thing. But in real life, here's the plot twist. I can cook. Oh, shit.
So, all us as men, do we all cook better than the women?
What?
Yes. I cook better than my wife, for sure.
I think I cook better than my girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She good, though. She good.
Yeah, my girl cooks, too. She can cook.
Yeah.
Cook better than most women.
Yeah, my daughter said some wild shit to me the other day. She's like, Daddy, your macaroni and cheese was better than mine. I said, don't you ever repeat that.
Right.
Don't you ever repeat that. Sometimes your mother says all she got. Hey, babe, I love you. You're amazing. Cook.
Hey, yo, she be looking for something to say. She's like, oh, my chicken. I'll be like, all right, babe. But I ain't really, my quick chicken. She probably better than my quick chicken. Not my chicken that I let sit for a day. You know what I mean?
Your love, not your love chicken.
Right. You feel that's a whole different vibe.
Right. Yo, I ain't gonna front you. I've always had women that were intimidated by the fact that I did this professionally, so they wouldn't want to cook. You know
but
what I'm saying?
do you interrupt them in the midst of? I'm not the kind of guy.
I'm not
who,
around.
I let you do you.
I'm in a room somewhere. I'm not sitting over your shoulder watching.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Your technique with your spices, shorty. I ain't on it like that. But you think that's what I'm doing? Like,
yeah, I don't interrupt. I let them do their thing.
Yeah,
right.
I ain't doing that.
Because once they get uncomfortable, then
it's a wrap. You cooking for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's over.
Right.
Oh yeah. All right, let's
even if
start
I didn't
the
like it,
podcast.
I wouldn't say shit. Man code.
Huh?
I said even if I didn't like what you was doing, I wouldn't say nothing. Man code.
Right. Unless you ask me. If you ask me,
I'm
then
not answering.
I'm a lot to.
That's a slippery slope.
I'm
it's
lying.
it's not good.
You lie, right, Juice?
Yeah. Oh, this is good as fuck.
100% lying. I'm trying to get shit popping.
My stomach start hurting though. I gotta go and
get
step
shit
off
popping
the scene.
tonight. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all ready to start the podcast?
Well, we've been started the podcast.
I mean, like officially.
Oh, okay, good.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 37. The only one I can think of that was number 37. Ron Artest was 37 for a while, I think. And bum ass Sean Alexander, so fuck him. So this is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 37. I am the Flesh Man, also known as the Man. Oh damn! I am the Flesh Man, also known as the Fat Boy, also known as the man who has no problem calling you broadish. Oh yeah, and I'm your Huckleberry.
And I'm Rel, a.k.a. Iceberg Shorty, a.k.a. the king of controversial comments. I said what I said, don't at me. A.k.a. little man in the right-hand corner, I'm still here. A.k.a. I be fucking up? Is it me fucking up now? Is it on me?
I don't know. You still ain't out your fuck-up zone yet. You
all
still...
Right. All right. You're right. All right. I'm still fucking up. Yeah.
And it's Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, your favorite foot doctor, the people's podiatrist, and in the future, call me Crypto Cool.
With your cool ass.
Hey.
And it's me, everybody, your homie boy Juice, a.k.a. the Charm God, also known as Juice. Yep, right here.
All right, before we get into it, I got a couple things I got to
real quick, man. Let me give a shout out to a couple guys, man.
Okay, good.
Shout out to my boy Chris Simpson out in Kentucky. That's my partner. Love you, bro. Thanks for the support. And Andre Bogus for showing love, man. He said Joe Budden's podcast, his favorite podcast, like most of us, followed by Brothers Talking Shit. I'll take that all day. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that second.
All day.
For now. For now.
I'll take that all day, man. Shout out, brothers. I appreciate y'all. Keep supporting. Oh, yeah, he didn't know where to get the hoodies from, y'all. I told him to hit you up.
Definitely. Get my math.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Big Bang Theory graphics for the t-shirts, for the hoodies. Those my guys, man. Definitely good guys, man. We're gonna have more stuff coming. If you want to, just holler at me if you want to get with it. Anybody out there that you want to grab and support, it ain't even about the podcast for us, It's just about support and getting the name out there. I also want to address something. I've been getting a little bit of slack online about this old post. I got a Cardi B post. I got some old shit that I posted a while ago. I reposted it about me saying I could whoop Floyd Mayweather ass. I can't whoop Floyd Mayweather ass. I'm not talking about in the ring with a referee. I'm talking about on some street shit regular. Not even boxing, in a fight. Like where I can slam the shit out of him. I can whoop Floyd Mayweather ass. Now, if you're talking about Mike Tyson, like Mike Tyson right now at 52, I don't want that smoke. But Floyd, I stand by that shit. I will whoop Floyd little ass. Point blank period. I mean that shit from the depths of my fucking soul.
Just throw it in the car.
Love you, bye.
My bad.
Just call somebody from his basketball team, you know what I'm saying, to bring down his hoodie.
Got my hoodie.
What's up? How y'all feeling, man?
I'm feeling amazing, man.
So wait a minute. You I don't know about that Floyd shit. Like I believe you 100% with your hand game with a regular nigga.
No,
Floyd.
I'm not saying just hand game, though, bro. We talking about a fight. A fight in the street.
He tried to get his hands on him and wrestle with him.
I'm gonna slam the shit out of him.
Hey, so I've heard this before, and I actually tend to agree with Neef. I don't know the size and all that different, but the whole idea is Neef is not saying, you correct me if I'm wrong, a boxing match. You saying a street fight,
right?
Which is if I get my hands on you, it's over with Floyd at that size and that, you know what I mean? With that,
and just the way he fights, his fighting style also. He's a defensive fighter. He wins rounds. Like that's roughly like it's guys that can play roughhouse and ball in the roughhouse, but then if you put a whistle and they playing ball and under the whistle, they can't hoop.
So the question becomes: is he fast enough to you before you.
Right.
Let me speak from the advocacy of the 5'8" guy like Floyd Mayweather, right? At some point in my life, I was 5'8", 147 pounds. So I know if I wanted to fight, I would have to be a welterweight, right? For me, that's 60-something, 80-something pounds right now, right? Because I'm really a heavyweight at this point in junction in my life, right?
Right.
So 80 pounds ago, at 147 pounds, big motherfuckers like you was the ones I used to target. Because all they want to do is put their hands on you. I'm going to use your own weight against you, and you're going to be on the ground with your feet shuffling, looking like you're motherfucking in a goddamn James Brown video.
But see, the problem is,
I'm going to throw you.
I got hands too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but your hands ain't faster than mine. You know what I'm saying? You too big, dog.
But if I hit him one time, that body shot, listen, I'm not even saying a guy like Pacquiao, who's an offensive guy, I would be more worried about. Floyd in the ring isn't that he boxes to win. And it's not an aggressive style.
Yeah.
I'll whoop that ass. I don't give a fuck what he's talking about. Tell Floyd holler at me.
I like the confidence.
Add him. Whoop that
I
ass.
want to say we around and it's getting out of hand. We got to
Y'all better jump in. Y'all can't let the nigga get me. And I don't want no cameras present either.
Nah.
If I win, I need word of mouth. I don't even need him to get me. Yeah. All right, but let's start it, man. First of all, I know y'all guys probably haven't. Have any of you seen Us? I know Brown hasn't.
I have not seen it yet. I want to see it though.
I've seen it.
I've seen it too.
That's a fucking snow.
It's a conversation we
gotta
have.
Time out, man. Time out. Time the fuck out. Look, bro. Nah, don't glance over that, Flush. Fuck you mean you seen it? This motherfucker don't go to no movies. He ain't seen nothing, yo. Hold up, yo. We gotta take a moment, man. Let's dig into this. I need the circumstances where you went to see the movie. I need that. Fuck out of here.
I gotta see it, dog. I gotta see it.
Y'all. See, y'all over here juice and Flush. Y'all don't understand how important this is. I expected Neek to be out there on the limb by itself.
By myself?
Right? And then I heard a voice, because I was looking at him talk, and I heard that I said it. And I thought it was you, Juice. But I was like, nah, that ain't Juice's voice. That's cool voice.
So what had happened was...
There we go. I need this. We need the story.
All right. So my family, all of my family are avid horror, thriller, movie watchers. I'm the only one of four of us that definitely leaves it when you say take it or leave it. Like I don't like to put myself in states of fear on purpose, right?
Right.
So nothing more than that, like, but that said, my daughter has a social life. She's going to be 13 in a couple days. So that usually means she gets invited to a lot of places. She was invited with her girlfriend to to go see Us or whatever.
Right.
And so she was going on a Saturday. And then, so that left my son, who he also likes the movies, all like, oh, what about me kind of situation. Then my wife would have taken him, but then she picked up a shift at work. So then I was left with, oh, Daddy, are you going to take, Michael? Because otherwise it'd just be y'all be home doing nothing, really. Like, y'all
right.
Home. I mean, I'm never doing nothing, but like, it'd be like, Mike, how's out, enjoy your life. Mommy's at work because she got called in, and
we can sit around the house.
Right, exactly. So that's how I got kind of,
without going into
Malika, but I got forced.
Without going into it, do you feel like it's a conversation we gotta have after seeing that?
Yeah.
So I need y'all guys.
I
need y'all because it's a conversation. I seen it last night.
I'm gonna go check it tonight. We definitely gotta address it next week.
It's a conversation.
Yeah,
listen.
We can. It's just bubbling, so we could definitely, have a conversation as you see it.
Not to go too far into it. I feel like regardless. Now I heard some people say they couldn't stand it leaving the theater. I enjoyed it. T enjoyed it, but I definitely feel like if you enjoyed it or you didn't enjoy it, it definitely leaves conversations to be had. And that's the one thing we got to give Jordan Peele, man. Jordan Peele changing the game. First of all, we ain't seen a black man come in and do what he doing, man. He doing numbers in the box office crazy. what the numbers was looking like. It was 70 mil the first week.
He broke records, and
they weren't expecting him to do these numbers.
He broke horror flick records. I understand original horror flick records, not like black people records, but like
what I appreciate about him. I haven't seen the movie yet. I did see Get Out. What I appreciate about him is I've always wanted to see black artists, black directors, black writers just tell a good story. Right. Even if you're infusing our blackness in it, which is awesome, just tell a good story. Like Tyler Perry, to me, like somebody like that just went over the top with black storytelling. It's like, I'm just going to be overly black and shucking and jiving, eating greens and watermelon. Like, I didn't like that. So one thing I can appreciate about Jordan Peele is that he's telling good stories.
Right. And he giving you that hip hop too. Like he throwing that hip hop in there. They throw 5 in there.
So listen. It seems like low hanging fruit when you really think about it. Hey, let's appeal to this audience that spends a lot of money. Naturally. What he did was just elevate and say, hey, let's give him something thought provoking and good and visually appealing and sound appealing, and let me just make a good movie. This should be owed to Hollywood to invest in people that will make something palpable for, even if it's a specific audience, as kind of us, I guess. But then good when you see it. So I'm assuming it could cross, over just by virtue of being good. And yes, he got I-5 on it. It's an easy thing to me. It's a line of Jordan Peele types that are not that it's easy to do what he did, but it's a line of Jordan Peele types. It's a line of what's my man Kruger, Black Panther.
Yeah. Right. He a young cat too. He a young cat.
Yeah.
Ryan
just late to the party. I don't understand.
And it was a lot of. I live in Jersey now, so it was a lot of white folks in there. Definitely.
If you make a good movie, people gonna see it.
And it's definitely it's like you can't watch a movie like that and not have a conversation over it. Like you have to have a conversation. Right. Has to be something that you're gonna take something from it, right. And all 4 of us might take something different from it.
It's got some thought and some stuff to it. Like it's almost like that's what you going. If you go to see his movie, you going to try to figure out what's going on at this point. And that unless it's sucky, that automatically, like you said, change the game. That's on some game changing stuff. It's not just a horror. It's like that thought behind it, and this really mean this and this really mean that. You know what I mean?
And then even with the cast, I feel like he didn't use the go-to black people for that. He went to both of the husband and the wife. They were both from Black Panther. They both were from that movie. But he didn't go for the classic, names that you went to. I feel like that played the role in it too. He went for like the people, everybody they know, who they are, but they ain't the main people. He didn't go to big high, the high cost of black people.
I don't know, and it's not to dismiss them, but we know the formula. He shot it for some low budget. What it was, $20 million. It made $70 million.
And old girl do her thing. Old girl from Black Panther.
Lupita.
Yeah.
Yo, she kill that shit.
Yeah. We do our thing, like you know what I'm saying.
Oh no doubt.
And I know you ain't trying to slight. I'm just saying they late to the party. You know what I mean? Us knowing it, like we know it now.
So you could even say, like, you got right now Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, you know what I'm saying? You've got Jordan Peele. You do got the cat that's done Black Panther. I don't know his name either.
Ryan something. I can't
Ryan
think of
Coogler.
Okay. You got Issa Rae. Like, it's like you said, Cool. It is a line, bro. It's a line coming of people that's really making good stories. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because can't nobody do it like us.
Mm-hmm. Ever.
We set the.
Wait, was that a pun? Yeah, you just gave it bars and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, listen.
You might be decoding the shit and don't even realize it.
We gotta talk about this shit.
Right.
All right. Let's get to it, man. Cardi B. Here we go. This Cardi B shit just got real.
I got to fire me up a joint. I got some shit to say.
I love it. Now, for those who don't know, if you live underneath the rock, and man, it's crazy. If it's there, they will find it.
They will find it.
I think it was a mess. Was it a post from like 3 years ago?
Yep.
Where Cardi said that she was in her hard time. She was tricking and drugging guys and robbing them. Juice, I'm gonna let you go and start it off. Juice, how you feel? How you feel about hearing that from Cardi?
Here's my issue. It's not even about her. It's not even about her. It's the apologists. It's the bitches I've seen online saying this dumbass shit about, oh, she's a stripper, she had to do it. You're making excuses. Now, these same women, when you come and say R. Kelly is innocent, or you come and speak on R. Kelly, which, by the way, we know he's fucking guilty as fuck, but I'm just saying, like, when you come and try to make excuses for those people that you like or love, they would have a big problem with that. Any man, like the Me Too movement, all that, like, they have not come out and said, hey, we are against rape. We oppose strongly rape in any form on anyone. Like, this movement is just specific to a group of women. That's it. White women. I'm always say that, but, you know, because black women are always secondary to them. So the fact that I've just seen, like, she got online and she said, I drugged and robbed niggas. And you probably raped them and did weird shit too, who knows? But you drugged and robbed them. These guys could have died. Because they're not doctors, you know what I'm saying? They don't know this is how much I'm going to give you. So my thing is, I don't want to see her fade off. I don't want to see her canceled. I hate cancel culture. But I think her admitting that, to me, is more of the indictment on the people. Like, not her, just how, I'm just seeing all the opinions. Like, I'm seeing chicks making jokes about this shit. Like, wow, like, a nigga think he gonna go get some pussy. He might pay, but he don't want to wake up with his shit gone.
And let's not, before y'all go, let's not forget Rick Ross said, what Rick Ross said on that song, drop the Molly in the drink, she didn't even know it. He lost a couple
endorsements. Put a Molly all in her drink, she didn't even know it. And whatever that, I don't know.
That was you don't even know it.
Yeah, he lost the
Reebok deal.
The Reebok.
Right.
Reebok song, I Just Do It. You know what I mean? That kind of, like, you know. Listen, the crazy thing about it is, if you again, we all talk about just being, it's not foreign to hear stories like that. It's it's out there. We know scammers, we know gabbers, we know people that got set up. Hey, check this out. The dude from the Ravens, his name escapes me. He was a young kicker in camp last year. The story came out right before the season started. He got found pretty much. It's not funny. Beaten up. Like, after a night out. It's not supposed to be funny. Beaten up. After a night out, like, with his shirt off and all that. And, like, the joke is, they got him, like, over East Baltimore. It's just straight, just woken up after a night out in Baltimore. He got them pockets ran through. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to him. And without them even saying it, that's what happened. So but at the same time, you gotta call a spade a spade. It really is the same thing on the opposite side of the coin. It's just that we are not, like you said, Deuce, you use the term like cancel culture. Like, we not no cancel people type. By nature, I don't want people's jobs to be lost and things like for that kind of stuff. But she said it, and you can't pretend or be wishy-washy on it now, especially if you was one of them people that was so vocal about everybody else getting canceled from Cosby. Because really, Bill Cosby, if you talk about Bill Cosby, there's no way you defend Cardi B in general.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Nobody give a fuck about none of this shit, yo. Y'all get the fuck out of here with this. Yo, Hove lost 92 bricks. Like, who gives a flying fuck about Cardi, the ex-stripper, drugging motherfucker? Is this surprising or shocking? Hove got motherfucking Grammys, too. Hove got #1 motherfucking albums. Who gives a fuck about Cardi B doing what a motherfucker from New York would have probably done at that time and space? Who cares?
Hey, but listen.
Are we serious? Come on, man.
I don't care.
But but listen, I think a couple things. We don't care. For real. That's part of the point. But Hov was real sensitive lyric wise and what's this statute of limitation wise, and the culture has changed in the last year.
I agree.
Right.
So the dude, so I heard a victim came out. She about to get about to get paid. That's the difference.
They said the victim came out and said he was just joking. I just read that today.
Okay.
Now hold on. Okay. It's something. Hold on. Now I know we don't give a fuck, right? But let's dig into it though, because if it was a man who said, if it was a rapper who said that on multiple occasions he's done it to women, not robbed them, but he's like Rick Ross said it in a bar. It was a bar. It wasn't a rant. It was a bar in a rap song.
Take it all the way there. Say you robbed him. Say you took the pussy or something and robbed him, or like you. Like,
but I'm just, he didn't even say that. But the twist is, look what he went through because of that. Why is it different when it come to men than when it come to women? If it was a man.
And that was pre-Me Too. I think it'd have been worse for him. Now that was pre-Me Too.
And why is it for a man to come out? He'll get clowned for it.
Because he's a fucking clown. Because he's a fucking clown.
Right. It's fucked up. Why?
We gonna clown him. If you come to me talk, that's my point. We are the problem. Like, I'm gonna fucking laugh at you if you like, yo, I was in the room with Cardi and she raped me. She took my $15 out of my pocket. I'm gonna fucking laugh at you, yo.
I see what you're saying.
Get the fuck out of here.
But
we
that's
think
what
it's
I'm saying.
funny.
But if it was another guy, if it was somebody, first of all, there's a couple things I want to say when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Right. If it was a man who said that,
right,
it would be a problem.
Correct.
Another question I have is, if Cardi wasn't as hot as she is, because she's scorching hot right now, she making a lot of people money. Let's say it was Nicki Minaj at this point in her career.
Who?
It still wouldn't get traction.
You don't think so?
Who?
Nah.
I'm just saying she getting so much money, and there's so many companies getting money off of her. They not gonna let that shit get.
What this tells me is that the Me Too movement and these little fucking feminist movements are very specific and they have agendas. That's what it says. I don't care about. Look, I'm from the hood, like y'all from the hood. Niggas get drugged and robbed every day.
Right.
Like nobody's. I'm not tripping, but what I don't want to see is when I see the apologists. We live in the age of social media where I could look at a timeline and see your hypocrisy.
Yes.
So when I see your hypocrisy, I'm like, wait, whoa. I thought you were diametrically opposed to this.
Yeah.
You're not, because you're okay with it over here. That's my issue.
So, exactly.
Right,
that's what I'm saying.
But here's a step further. Cardi B is where she is right now because of that post. You understand that? She's comfortable in that space saying whatever the fuck she want to. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not a saint. And the statute of limitations have fallen on some things that I did. But I'm just not going to say it. Right? Then it ain't none of nobody's fucking business unless you know. But Cardi B won a Grammy, had desire, like she is who she is. Cardi B is a problem when you try to censor her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The money stops when you stop her from saying shit like I drug motherfuckers and I robbed them. Her popularity is greater.
So you think that helps the numbers? That helps
fucking right it does. Somebody going back, listen to her album right now to try to pick something else out to make it another viral moment about the number one artist going on right now next to Drake. Come on, man. It's like, it's supposed to be that way. She didn't make her fame in rapping in ciphers, bro. She made her fame being internet Instagram famous from saying stuff like this. It may be true. It may not be true. But she's carved out a way for her and her family by saying it. A la the Kardashians, which new season starts tonight and next week. I bet you they're going to have some shit about Jordan Woods in there. I told y'all. Oh, shit.
You said it 2 months ago.
Oh, shit. It's filming time. Why are we falling for this?
You did say that.
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
But it's like you said, though. If y'all going to stand for something, stand for it across the board. Don't just stand for it when it comes to black women or women
woke, bro.
or gays.
Fake woke.
If it was a guy out here drugging gay men and rapped about. Do you know the fucking what's the name that would come from that?
Yes.
Good
What?
point.
Right. Yeah.
Pause.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just saying though.
But you know what? But here's a bigger deep dive. Go ahead.
What's maybe from Cali name who came out open? Damn, he had the little group and all that. They said Jada Smith was messing with him.
You talking Tyler
Tyler
the Creator?
Yeah, right. If Tyler Creator said something like that in a rhyme, oh my God, that should be over for him.
He has. Like, Tyler the Creator is out of fucking control.
I don't think they really gay. I think
But Tyler Creator, he not up there with Cardi though. He not that level.
No. Not at all.
He's pretty big though.
But he does have a Grammy, right? I think Tyler got a Grammy.
How do they pick and choose, you think, Ralph, who to castrate, so to speak, and who to allow to push those kind of envelopes? So why do you make Kevin Hart apologize, right, for something like that, but then you might let slide, you know what I mean, the Cardi B train or whatever happened, or somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's very simple because Cardi B making money for everybody else, and Kevin Hart got Heartbeat Production, which is his. So the money come to him. Right, you know what I'm saying? Those checks ain't getting bust down like that.
You know so the fact that they not eating off that plate.
Right. Kevin Hart ain't in a 360 deal. Right? So
Kevin,
who's getting paid is Kevin.
Problem
running up the pole, who's getting paid?
Yeah, for sure.
He's a problem for industry then.
Yes.
And not only is he getting his own money, he's showing everybody else how to do it.
Right.
That's a problem.
Starting his own comedy network, running his own tours, under his own production, under his own name. Yeah. Those checks get bust down 3 times to his own name.
No more.
Right. And he don't have to.
Yeah.
And he ain't fucking funny.
He's not.
Oh, man. See, we was all good till you said that goofy shit.
He's not a good stand-up. He's a good actor.
Yo, he is a good stand-up. Man, y'all tripping.
He way better.
So hold on. Was it none of y'all saying, what was the shit he said about his dad? Oh, I can't think of that shit right there. It was some shit when them stand-ups came out. They were saying that shit so crazy. His dad was saying,
his dick was swinging in the thing.
One of them, all that, like, yo, it was so many. Come on, man. It was drinks out. He had some drinks that was like.
Yeah, he was funny then, Flush, but we all was in the Navy at that point. And Cool was in Foot College.
We wasn't in the Navy back then. Come on, dog.
I'm saying, it's been that long.
It wasn't that, man. No, it wasn't.
It was.
That
was his second stand-up.
That proves a point, though. Like, that's why I think some of the other comedians are upset, but by the same token, like, I remember this. You gotta respect that business grind. That's why it don't matter. I'ma outgrind you. I'ma outwork you. Always matters. And so respect to that, because it was Mike Epps early when he was joking and he was talking about like Instagram and all of this, right? Mm-hmm. Well, what you see and realize, hey, we all gotta get digital cameras and show it. We all gotta your Instagram page can't be bullshit, Mike Epps. Mm-hmm. And soon after, you know, just in general, I don't even know if you can see it now, but the change in the quality of the images, the Kevin Hart blueprint kind of came out in the OGs. You got to get down and lay down. That's right. You know what I mean?
September 9th, 2011. Laugh at my pain.
Right. I wasn't in the Navy.
I was in the Navy. Juice was in the Navy.
Listen.
I was.
But listen, Kev don't ever say I'm the funniest. Kev say I work harder than all y'all.
That's true.
He never said I'm the funniest guy. I'm the funniest guy out here. He's never said it.
Make it so gangster to me.
His business savvy. He's happy to be taking notes. You don't gotta like it's funny.
Right.
What's bad is if he's not funny and he getting all this money, y'all not doing something right.
Right.
Here's what I want to say about Mike Epps on the Instagram thing. I do want to say that sometimes the Instagram comedians get too much flack because they were able to come a different route. But a lot of those cats are funny. Some of them ain't. But, you know, I think those guys are mad because they had to go, man, the stand-up route is hard. Right. Like, that's way harder than rap, anything. So I think looking at them guys and seeing how easy they were able to do it makes them mad. So they kind of sound like the old hip-hop guy that don't like new hip-hop.
But, so that's a perfect point, Juice. So, what's my man? Godfrey the comedian, right? He is the perfect example of get down or lay down. You don't have. I remember Method Man made a mistake. He backtracked a little bit, if I remember correctly, but he talked pretty bad about Waka Flocka. Now think about what I just said. Method Man talks bad about Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka is old out here and he's rap streets, so to speak.
Yeah,
right. But what that didn't even teach me, you can't be dismissive because he had your kid's ear, Waka Flocka, right? And the same way, Lil Baby gonna have, my kid's ear potentially. Mm-hmm. So don't be early and dismissive. So
don't let listen to Blueface.
G comedians, it's easy. Like if you should be happy that you had to cut your teeth on the what's the name circuit. Then you got to learn that I got to get down or lay down. It's easier to pop off of IG, but you can't. Arm's length, the young folks, because they done figured and unlocked it. They just was born at the right time.
Right.
They both figure out how to work with them. So you see Godfrey in the sketches with the young folks all the time, and it done turned him on to a whole new generation of people where he can still tour and get his comedy grind money, but then get some Instagram, views and likes money too.
Definitely. All right, look, we got a lot to cover, man. So I need to go on to something else real quick, man. We ain't addressed this. It's been sitting there for a while, man. This Kaepernick money. Now, when it first dropped, we thought Kaepernick got like 60, 80 million. Come to find out, Cap got less than 10 million, man. So do we feel like Cap didn't stand tall? Did he draw for just taking that 10? How do we feel as far as Cap and how the NFL played? First of all, let me start. I think it's crazy that the number came out because it was said the number wasn't going to come out. So to me, I think the NFL put that out there, let y'all know we gave up a low 10 for all that. He took 10. Like I think that was like a punch in the gut for real. I don't think he put that out there that he got less than 10. So I want to know y'all feelings on the Kaepernick situation and the Brady guy. How you feeling about that, Juice?
I'm finna get a little controversial. First off, I don't really believe the nigga had good intentions from get-go. I'm just gonna be honest. Cause see, nothing. I don't even want, fuck it, I'm gonna go there. If he had good intentions to really be a part of this movement, I think he would have just said, I don't want your money, I don't want shit. I'm gonna mobilize and do things a certain way. And I don't want just a boycott from the fans. I'm saying get these star players out of here too. I don't know, just be more radical. So I never really believed him anyway. I think that a lot of his shit was about him not playing. For him to get that amount of money, I don't think it matters because look at all the money he's made everywhere else, like with Nike and all. They came to his aid and they've made money off. It's all controversial, but like to me, that is a pretty low amount because I mean, how many years he been out the league?
2.
Did he have some contract left on with the 49ers? Or?
No, his contract was up, but
okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's more money than I have, for sure. But I don't know. I'm kind of over the Kaepernick thing. I think that he's whack. I think the settlement is whack, and I just think it's a bunch of bullshit.
I agree, Juice. I agree with you, bro. You ain't in that boat alone, bro. I'm with you. I'm paddling in that boat. Let's go.
Come on, let's feel.
Cool.
I don't know.
Cool.
My whole thing with that is there was no agreed upon end game. There was no exit strategy for the protest for the other than like to get him to play again, so to speak. The collusion case wasn't early on. The collusion case kind of came as part of it. So, what would have been a victory? What amount would have been a victory for the cause, I guess, in general? Whether or not, this is what, I don't know enough to question his motives, right? I don't think it was about him not being playing football early because, if I remember correctly, he opted out of 11 million or some number to go and become free agency. So if anything, he might have been guilty of...
No, I think that's wrong, Cool. I'm not sure, but I think he opted in when he could have opted out there last year.
No, he opted out.
He opted out?
He opted out. He never got cut. He got opted out and never got re-signed.
Okay.
Right.
We thought he was going to get more money. Yeah. But you to opt out, that means you think you're going to get more money on a free agency.
So if anything, he's guilty of his value with that controversy on his back. Like, it wasn't just value. I think we can all agree whether he can play now or versus... He may have thought of his value when he opted out of the contract. So his motive is not what I'm questioning. The end game is what I question. I never believed fully in whatever the controversy is, but you never believe fully in even the boycott, because who said to stop watching?
Right.
Nobody really said stop watching. It was a collective point to say that. And then in the end, it was, yeah, some people might have taken it personally if people stopped watching, or then if you kept watching. But like, you can't check nobody's wokeness either. Do you bank black? Like, if you don't bank black, then we not even have it. Did you watch the conversation? You know, the NFL conversation. I'm saying it would be my defense, so to speak. So it's a lot that's involved into it. It was never a concerted effort. I never thought that was an end result. What I appreciate, though, is that, like, he might have just been an unwilling participant, an unwilling face, you know, kind of like Meek Mill was the unwilling face, so to speak, on some level. As Banner, Meek Mill was a better unwilling face, if you know, from a criminal justice and, hey, what's going on in the black community.
Accidental activism is what I call it.
Say again?
Accidental activism.
Exactly. I think he was thrust to the Muhammad Ali, so to speak, level. They should have let him back in the league and see if he could play or not. They would have actually quelled the, you know what I mean, the movement if they'd have just let him in camp and he released him a time or two.
Like,
I mean,
same thing as Rosa Parks for me, yo. Same fucking scenario.
You say what?
Same thing for Rosa Parks. She's a hero because of what happened that day. It was other niggas on the bus who ain't get up. It just was her. You know what I'm saying? That particular day, and her story just carried on. Accidental activism.
It was definitely people that died. It was people that was already dying for the movement before she got involved. So I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's not even.
Yeah, whatever.
But he never spoke up. We still haven't heard him say anything.
For what?
Huh?
He got a Nike check. If you're not spending crazy, you good. $10 million is good. I'm not going to work tomorrow if I had $10 million.
Right, but I mean, I feel what you're saying, but
and he's still getting money off of speaking.
You never spoke up for yourself.
He didn't have to. For what?
All this is speculation, for real.
No, we never heard him speak up.
Right. So we don't know why he set out. We don't know what kind of deals he had on the table or anything.
Well, we know the Nike. We know the Nike deal came. We know that.
No, the Nike deal never left. Apparently, it was secret, right?
Well, that's what they said.
Well, he didn't have a Nike deal, and the Nike deal came up when he became, you know what I'm saying, the activist. And Nike needed a cause to attach to.
I heard they was paying him the whole time, is what I'm saying.
Well, I believe that. Right,
so
but
was he really hurting? How hurt? And I'm not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But there was a cause, right? So now it was in Nike's benefit.
Yeah.
Right.
It was in both benefits.
Yes.
You're not getting the NFL check no more.
Oh well,
right,
agree.
We know.
Nike.
But what you said we have to talk about that, which makes sense to me. If you standing for something, I don't want your money. What you taking money from the NFL for?
Because it's green.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you standing for something.
So,
you know, my mama always tell me, and she'd tell me today if I talk to her right now, a monkey would take your money. What are we talking about? I'm not boycotting something that's going to ultimately help me or my family. I don't give a fuck what y'all feel or what y'all think about me when I cash that check. I don't have that much pride.
So why say that you have this? Look, man, none of the great leaders, activists died rich. Like Martin Luther King didn't die rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm X didn't die rich. Like, it ain't no money in this activism. So, like, stop sitting where you at, making the bread, getting what you get, and looking at regular niggas, like, motivating them where they want to quit their goddamn job. Like, I hate the man. I hate this. And they don't got the money you got. It's like,
I'm definitely taking a knee at work tomorrow.
Yeah, but listen, this shit weird.
If you standing for something, should there be a number that can buy you off?
Yes.
That can shut you up?
Yes.
No.
Right. Go ahead, cool.
I'm not wearing no dress or putting on no wig. And I don't want to know the number. You got to tell me to do so.
Right. The number that
don't even tell me the number.
Like for you to take out a lawsuit on something that you feel like you playing like, no, what, I don't want to be a part of y'all. That's what I'm gathering. I'm gathering, know what? I don't need y'all. I don't need to be a part of this because I don't like how this is going. Then you take money from them. It kind of seemed a little shaky.
I don't know. I don't mind. You got to play on their court, so I don't mind him suing. I think the number was low. He's supposed to sue because he was done wrong no matter what. But like his motives is what we I think believe questioning, and I just think the we don't know, and it could be is radical, which is not probably radical as I'm just trying to get this check.
But if it's 10 mil, right? If you break that down 32 times, what the league really is an owner? 330,000.
It's chump change to say they won.
So what did you hurt?
They won in this instance. Right. They don't want them emails. They don't want to email out and all this. How many stuff you say not on camera that you wouldn't want nobody out just because, like, Ralph, the statute of limitations is up. I still ain't talking about it. We ain't talking about that.
Right, exactly.
That closet, that one over there. So the owners ain't want that other closet, that one over there, exposing the public. What? $1 million a piece or whatever? $500.
Less.
Pay that man.
Less.
Right. So what does that say?
It's 32 teams. Less.
Right. So what do that say for the next guy who want to make a statement or try that Kaepernick shit?
I think we got a little closer to his motive.
But you didn't. What did he hurt?
Nothing.
What you mean?
Nothing.
All that, like what? Yeah, right. This movement. What did it?
$312,500 each team, and guess who paid for it? We did.
Right. That just means the tickets are gonna be up a little bit more.
Your hot dog gonna
be $8 instead of $7 now.
I think there is. Listen, I think kicking the can, even if it's again activism, got different forms, and everybody's job is different. Some people are bullhorn blowers and banner toters. So if nothing more, a spotlight was shown. They understand, like, even if the victory is there's power in galvanizing behind a certain scenario or situation as black folks, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that is a part. So I take small victories in that, but I don't think that, again, you look at the settlement. There's no looking at the settlement like, he don't. Let's not say nothing, right? I don't know what he donated the money to. I do know he donated more than I did. I was able to certain things and causes in the hood, even if my time is all I can give right now. You understand? So I don't want to be dismissive of that on the man tip. You know what I mean? But like, he probably had a number. He might have been good the whole time. Like you said, he's been living straight the whole time because he just don't live a certain kind of way. We don't know. It's all speculation at this point. But it might speak to his motive. I know that Eric Reed had a problem with my man in Philly.
Right.
He had a problem with my man in Philly taking the money from the league, and I was on Eric Reed's side. Like, he calling them, you know what I mean? They beefing like he got paid off. Is that a real payoff? He stopped kneeling. What's going on with that money? Like, his charity got help. We don't know. I mean, maybe it's public information. I don't know. Let me speak for myself on that one. But it's a lot. It seems like layers. It seems like a lot of layers to it. We can only judge Cat by his future actions, though. I guess that'll determine his motives.
And do it seem over, though? It seemed over to me.
I'm saying how he move ain't over.
Nobody cares anymore. Nobody
He's not
cares.
saying nothing, though.
Nobody cares.
He just did some stuff with some kids in Baltimore. Let's not say nobody cares. He just did some stuff.
When I say nobody cares, I mean on a grand scale, right?
What you say?
When I mean it didn't make news. It wasn't on ESPN. That's what I mean when I say nobody cares. I'm not saying he's not doing anything. What I'm saying is the masses don't give a shit.
So my all I can reconcile with is to see if he closer to Ali than he is fucking King. Don King is his actions moving forward. So his actions the last 2 weeks said, hey, he might be in it for the long haul to be somebody that's a figure for the community. Because he just in a situation where ain't nobody giving a shit where he at and doing some stuff for some kids.
Well, let me ask you, is he doing it for free or is he taking money?
I don't know.
But the difference is when we compare it to the Meek Mill's thing is Meek Mill is saying something. Meek Mill's in front of a microphone pushing what his movement. You get what I'm saying? They're push. He's not saying anything.
I believe me.
Right, but I'm just saying Kaepernick's not saying anything.
Right.
So we need to hear from you. What's next? What's the plan?
No, we don't. I don't think so, man.
You don't
I don't think so? No, I think again, if he puts it on his Instagram, that's hearing from him. Right? Okay. If I see him with the kids and they like, oh, that's hearing from him. To me, that's not the same. Like, so I'm not gonna be the like what Meek Mill does for a living is tremendous in that, Like when rappers can command the stage, that's very fucking difficult to do. That is not what Kaepernick ever did for a living. It's way easier for me to be vocal to me about a situation almost as natural than it is from a press conference standpoint. If you just think about standing in front of mass. So I don't begrudge somebody their activism looks a certain way. I'm telling y'all, my activism looks a certain way right now. My wife's activism looks differently. You ain't seeing her, you know what I mean, be active or be on nobody's stage and talking all that shit. That might never be her situation. But we are a partnership. So I don't begrudge Cat for not saying nothing. If he goes away out the public and ain't fucking with the hood no more, then let's revisit this in a month or 3 or 6. That's all.
Okay.
Can we ask this question though? I think, and not to just drag it on, but I think the question we need to ask ourselves as a community, generation, and our celebrities, what's the end game? You said, right. I think you were talking about that. What's the end game and what's going to be effective? So here's why I like what Meek is doing, because Meek said, okay, the only way I can change this is from the law. Like, I'm going to have to go out and get and affect the law. And we were talking about lobbyists last week. Mm-hmm. That's what I think, Neef, you might be getting at. It's like, what are we doing to make it more effective? Right. Are you in for the long haul to make it effective, to get your money, get lobbyists, do like shit we really need? Or are you gonna go do the little NFL play 60 shit, show up, do a couple events, get paid to speak, and be a Omar Johnson? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's two different situations right there. I don't want to see the latter.
So what are we predicting? Let's do that then. Because I think you got to say the jury's still out. I don't think you can say we know what he's going to be or who he's going to become.
I mean, I think he's just going to do it how he's been doing quietly. But I feel like I can dig that because, you want to do the right thing and not get the attention. But, I mean, how can you get behind somebody who's not saying anything?
Well, that's how that weeds itself out. That's all I'm saying. I think we all are in agreement on some level. That weeds itself out. Like that. Like, Meek is an accidental activist, but he is so much better at it, and I don't think he even knows it yet. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what would Tupac have been if he was allowed to be alive and grow into himself? Yeah. He didn't even know it yet. We didn't know it yet. We didn't know. And we know with maturity comes these things. So it's not like I'm excusing Cat, but I'm saying, like, even if his intentions was fucked up, we gonna figure it out. We ain't even got to speculate. We gonna figure it out. That shit gonna show itself. You feel me? Yeah. And I don't think just the settlement alone suggests one way or the other. And I don't know who he's gonna be. I do know, especially from an activist standpoint, there were times when we did our community efforts and we had hot dogs and pizza and all of that and music and all of that. Then a year, 2 or 3 in, and you're like, what the fuck is hot dog and pizza gonna do? Like, that shit ain't even healthy. We ain't even eating that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So then we had records expunged, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's so I know it's a process for folks or for people or for organizations. So I'm pleading ignorance on what the bullet points that CAP's organization has done to date to misspeak on him. Like, if he set it up and say, yeah, license my name, and they doing shit that affects people, that counts to me.
Right, and I agree, but that's not Muhammad Ali level, right? You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Right, that's Wallow level. You know what I'm saying? And for as big, and nothing against Wallow, or as big as the Kaepernick thing was, there's no reason that you're not on the stage with Meek and Hove and Van and Ruben and Kraft. You're supposed to be right there, Colin. Right? Like, why are you not attaching to all this social justice stuff right now? Why are you not behind somebody who's running for the presidency? Like, you got to be around. You're not around.
That's a hell of a point.
You're not fucking around, man. Like, it's all good.
You got to get down.
You came through with some shit on that one.
That goes back to the fact that goes back to the fact that is it selfishness? What does this all start with? Yeah. You feeling like
might be swaying me?
Huh?
He said we might be swaying
me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was it all about you at the end of the day?
I think you said this a couple weeks. I forgot which show this was, but I know we had talked about how when you talked about the season, you went through the season, how he was doing, and what led up to that point. And I'm gonna always go back to it. I just think it was, whether he's accidental or not, I thought it was, I'm gonna pout because I'm not getting what I want at the time. How can I take this and be like the bad nigga on the team? Like, what would piss these motherfuckers off? I know it. I'm gonna talk about this motherfucking police shit because I know they hate that shit.
Because listen, real talk.
I think it was Antonio Brown before the Antonio Brown.
Listen, real talk. Let's go back. And I hate to spend as much time on Cat, but fuck it, right? Let's go back. When Cat first took over for Alex Smith, right? Alex Smith had got hurt. Cap took over. Cat balled. Alex Smith came back. They let Cap run. That's when they made a Super Bowl run. They lost to the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
They fucking right. They lost to the Ravens.
Okay.
All right, my
right.
bad.
End of the day, it wasn't none of that.
I couldn't resist.
Your career started off from you being a backup. Then you were like, he was like, at one point, he was like, oh my, he's like the greatest thing ever for a little minute there. I'm with hardball coaching him. It wasn't none of this talk. Like if you was on that type time then, I could dig it. It took for them to bring in Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert took your spot when you was healthy, took your starting position. Now you're near.
Well, yes, I agree.
It looks suspect, bro.
It does look suspect. What else looks suspect?
Hold on.
There's not 64 quarterbacks better than Colin Kaepernick in the NFL today. You're right. There's not.
Listen, and what I said was, and what I mean being a true football fan, a man who comes home from work, takes a shower, and puts on NFL Network in April. That's what I do in March. I watch NFL Network. Me being a fan of my team, if we going into the 2019 season, 2020 season, I would be nervous if Colin Kaepernick was my quarterback. Not because of the socks, not because of the kneeling, but because of him as a quarterback.
I understand, but you will be more nervous with Chase Daniels, who has a job, with Mark Sanchez, who has a job, with the other motherfucker who went to Buffalo and threw 67 picks last year, with having a job.
But the problem was me feeling like him pouting about not starting. Now listen, if they say you can come into camp and fight for a job, who's to say that he felt like, you know what, I should have to fight for a job, I should be the starter? We don't know because he's not saying nothing. He might have told people who came to him and said, "Yo, we want to give you an offer." We don't know because he's not.
I don't believe that.
Well, nah, because he was about to end up in Baltimore and they shut the shit down because Nessa got on Twitter and said something.
I don't believe that either.
You never listen. You never said what you
in?
wanted. You never said. You know what? I'm willing to come into camp and fight for a quarterback job. He never said anything.
Yes, he
right.
did.
So,
he did say that.
Right.
He did say he wanted to come in and look for a job. He never. He still hasn't retired. Come the fuck on. Nobody's giving him a chance. That's why the collusion case came around. They turned their back on him.
I think they all bullshit. I definitely think.
Come on, man.
All the stories about
you had to do all that. Did you really have to spend
We on YouTube.
It was good.
We on YouTube. We on YouTube. We on YouTube.
Hate that guy. Don't do it again. Don't fucking do it again.
That shit was dramatic. It brought the point home, though.
Right, yeah. We on YouTube. We got visuals, bro.
I was convinced. I'm like, well, he's right.
but when you put it like that, man.
when you do all that,
you put a spin on it.
Yeah.
All right, listen. All right, look. We can go on.
Yeah, let's go.
There's a couple things I really want.
This is why we only get the 3 topics with his forums. We gotta pick the best 3 topics because we're gonna turn it.
Right. We gotta talk about y'all, man. Somebody got a clean ball. Jesse.
See, that is gonna be the end of the podcast.
Jesse, y'all was wrong. Y'all talking all that shit. I ain't do none of that shit. Fuck y'all.
Just because the charges was dropped don't mean we was wrong. Why he do community service if we was wrong?
Speeding tickets get dropped every day, B.
I bust that illegal left on Washington Street.
How the hell did Jesse pull that off, boy?
I don't know, man.
His name's Jesse. That's why I named Jesse.
Set it up.
Jesse, what are you?
17 counts or 16 counts dropped. Jesse ain't doing nothing. And Jesse came out and said, and stuck to the story. Jesse rocking with
that nigga said, see, I wasn't lying.
Hey, bro. Remember I said that bag, that curtain that they peek behind? See, That's that curtain that they peek behind. I don't know that power that gets you off and get 16, 17 felonies dropped like that. That's not like regular LGBT. That's not like black. That's not like regular politics or gay Hollywood. That might be a combination of
But we did
power.
think that was a little extreme with the 16 counts, though, right? Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
The 16 counts did seem extreme.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, cool.
The jail time seemed anything that said facing jail time seemed extreme. But like it's just janky. Like to put the DA, they know his family or something like that, or whoever will prosecute people, they all know each other, and Obama's lawyers and Rahm Emanuel brothers is a entertainment attorney. I heard he had something to do with 6ix9ine and all that too. I don't know. Like it's just it's some curtain that I would never be like, yeah, I don't need to be that rich. Is what I figured out. Like I don't want to be that rich. Like
is Jesse that rich?
No, I'm saying, but like he gay, right?
Right.
Okay, so like in Hollywood, that means something, right? Am I wrong? Am I tripping on that?
I think it means something.
Oh, okay. So that's all I'm saying. And there's been speculation that straight men that kind of make it got to go through some ritual curtain and all that kind of stuff too. So I'm figuratively saying I don't need that bag. I'm
gonna say this though. You know how you hear about those stories, especially conspiracy theorists. I always say that's the thing that distracts us. Like they created that story and did this. I'm starting to feel like that, man. Like it because it's just too weird on all ends. Now I think I saw a story. Don't quote me on this. I got to go back and check it out. Where the police were putting the twin brothers in a hotel for a little while, like while everything was going on. Like I've never heard of that shit. Like it's just the whole shit wild, bro. And I think it's some political distraction type shit. And they might have got either they got caught trying to do it, or they all in on it, dog. This ain't regular shit.
Yeah, it's becoming increasing harder and harder to do that whole, pulling the wool over people's eyes because of technology and all that. I think that's an unfactored part, but yeah.
I say it every week. Criminals. There's cameras everywhere. It is so much easier to do the right thing. It's so much easier to do the right thing.
How did he pull that off, though?
Pull what off?
Just like
he knows somebody, bro. That name ain't in the news.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm surprised. Listen, yo, real shit. Y'all need to watch Billions, yo. Like this is a show called Billions, dog.
I'm gonna check it out,
dog. It be really like, and it's some hedge fund shit too, bro. That's why I'm surprised you ain't on it.
I don't have time to watch TV.
Like that. Huh?
I don't have time to watch TV.
Well, I'm telling you, it's just like it's somebody behind, it's some big rich guy behind some corner that's making this go away, and that's basically what the show. It's some guy who don't nobody know, and he makes it clear. He provides it where though it's 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of things, where his name is never attached to the situation. But that power move is somebody powerful somewhere that has an investment in Jesse or something that made this thing go away for Jesse.
Or created it for Jesse. Like I couldn't tell Jesse from the mailman. If I was going to Subway, I wouldn't know who the fuck that nigga is. Like how the fuck does any average KKK or MAGA hat wearing citizen really like, oh nigga, that's Jesse from Empire. Yeah, that nigga made me mad. Like I don't get it.
That shit crazy.
I don't get it.
That shit crazy.
But he free.
I want to listen, man. Let's talk about something. It got to be addressed, man. I think this is the podcast to address it, man. There is a difference between me liking something on Instagram or Facebook and me wanting to wife it. You get what I'm saying? Like, a chick can be half butt naked, and I like to see her butt naked, but she's not my girl, so I don't have to worry about that. So, to me, I can like something. Oh, damn sure they got a fat ass. But I don't want my lady walking around like that. So, because we go through this where the women be like, well, you like these women out here who be showing their ass. Well, that's what you like. Yeah, it's cool to look at, because that's another nigga problem. That ain't some shit I got to deal with. My woman, it's a difference between a wife and liking something. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
My woman, I will give whatever I got in my bank account right now. Babe, this got to happen. Here go that bread, handle that. I'm not gonna get after her shaking her ass. That light don't got no money involved in it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it has to be addressed, man, because women always go to, oh, well, you like to see these chicks shaking their ass on the gram, or you like to see that shit. Yeah, it's cool to look at, but I'm not gonna bring her home to mama. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different scenario. How do you fellas feel about that?
So it's right. You're right, Neef. Like the fact that we are visual creatures, men. So for all the ladies listening, and I've had this conversation with my wife, and it's a couple things that usually come up when we converse about these kind of things. Like you could absolutely think some features are attractive and not want to lay with them on a consistent, lifelong, I love you basis. 100%. You know,
right.
that's the case. And so, yeah, even if you like something, you know, big booty or tall or skinny or petite or slim or short, but you might want a wife this very specific kind, you know what I mean, or whatever it is that you're attracted to. So you can absolutely like something and not want to wife something. And the other part about it, I used to say, or be said, like for dudes, a lot of time the measuring stick is if you would mess with somebody is something got to be wrong with a girl for you not to be to want to hit it or find them sexually attractive on that level. And that differs from dude to dude, but yeah, it's definitely a difference between or from something you like versus something you like all day.
Rel, Juice?
I just think they territorial, you know what I'm saying, for sure. So they don't want you checking out other chicks. I mean, that's just as simple as it is, because niggas gonna look like, I'm just honest with my wife, and I just tell her, like, yeah. Like, we saw a fat ass the other day. She's like, I bet you're looking over there. I'm like, I am. Like, yes.
The same way you did.
Exactly. She's got a big ass. So, I mean, it's just, it comes with the territory. As being a man, we, like you said, cool, we're very visual. So it's never gonna go away. That's why we fucking with you 9 times out of 10. Because we saw what it was. So.
See, I have enough respect for my lady to be cool about how I look at her.
But you live in a lie, though, yo. You live in a lie. You live in a lie.
Right. Why?
Because she know you looking, and she looking.
Right, but I just play it off. I be like,
right, live in a lie.
No, listen, right? They coming this way, right? Listen, right? This looking at the beat, right? She coming this way, right? She from this way. I'm over this way, like.
It's a thing. So neck juice, you actually use your neck juice and you turn early. You know what I mean? So you don't be suspect. So you can see the whole scene and not be disrespectful. But right. That's you never lie to right. You right. At some point, y'all.
No, hold on. Is that living a lie that's being respectful to your lady?
No.
Listen, let me tell you. Can I move?
Right? Go ahead, cool. Good.
Pick me. As a, I'm pulling my veteran card here. That was times where that's how I carried it. Then, as you mature and later on in life and marriage and all that, 15 years married this year, right?
Right.
We now
Congrats.
Like the realization that we are pretending that we don't see this fat ass right here. Like you. So for the sake of this, somebody in front of us don't have a fat ass. We gotta pretend. I gotta pretend I don't see it. You gotta pretend you don't see it. So instead of us pretending, why can't we be like, damn, she got a fat ass later on? Not that my wife wanna look at somebody's booty or even eat a booty or whatever it is that maybe men be thinking. I'm just saying, like viscerally, you know what I'm saying? Physiologically, we be like, damn, before you don't even know what her shoes or hair look like before you see her ass. That's how you wired. Let's keep it real. So at some point, like what y'all gonna be 60 Neef, and your lady gonna finally not get mad at you for having eyes and seeing a fat ass. At some point, y'all gonna be able to be like, yeah, our ass was fat, and I'm not thinking it's disrespect.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you said 15 years? It'll be 16 years for me, April 14th. So
blessings.
It progresses. Like you get to this place where like you can just be very open and honest about a lot of shit. Maybe not everything, but a lot of shit.
I think once I marry my girl, a lot of shit will be cool. Once I put that ring on her, I think she'd be.
Yeah, move how you need to move. We don't live with you, so move how you need to move right now.
Listen,
but
I'm not saying we never had that conversation. Whereas though I feel like she'll say to me, she's never caught me looking at her ass. You get what I'm saying? So I just moved that way. It's not like she's ever caught me, and I felt like I had to change how I do things. I've just been that way as far as me having a woman in my life and looking at
that's just
other
how
women.
you move.
I've been this way for a long time. So
you've been living the lies. What you saying?
Right.
Which was my original comment. Which was my original comment. Which was my original comment.
If I blatantly, I feel like if I'm blatantly just staring at a woman.
No. Hey, you don't.
We're not
you
saying
don't
blatantly
with the
stare. We're not talking about, you know what I'm saying, being disrespectful with the stare. But one, I look at everybody. That's my reality. I need to be aware of my surrounding, my situation. Ugly chicks, dudes, short, small kids. I look at everybody. Real shit.
Call it being a peeper, right?
Right.
Okay, you can run that now. Who's living a lie now? That look you give another motherfucker in the streets and the look you give a woman is two different things. I'm very aware of what the fuck going on around me too.
No,
Yeah.
no. You're not. You didn't let me get it off.
Okay, bro.
Let me get my shit off, yo. Can I get my shit off? Yeah.
So if it's bullshit, you don't want me to call it bullshit? Go ahead.
No, he making the point.
I'm trying to get my point on.
Like
right?
what, bro? Spit that bullshit. Go ahead.
So me looking at everybody, right, and then seeing something that's visually attractive.
Stop saying me looking at everybody. Like, I'm not. Stop it. Stop that shit.
He's saying if you peeping the scene.
Oh, so you hold on. So you seen a fat ass. And you thought she was a danger. Like, oh my God.
I'm trying to get to my point. I'm trying to get to my point.
He's saying he gave an ugly girl 2 seconds at a time. He gave a fat ass like 15 seconds at a time, but he's seen an ugly girl and a fat ass girl and a dude that might be a robber in the back.
Simultaneously. But what I'm saying is,
I get it.
I am a complete.
Y'all don't smell that?
Yo,
you tell me I'm living a lie.
I'm a complete heterosexual male. You understand that? And everything that we have in life has been visual before it's anything. You saw what your lady looked like before you heard her voice. Right? Or paid attention to it. And I naturally scan everybody from head to toe. You just not worried about it, Ma, because I'm looking at a dude and you know I'm not looking at a dude like that. That's more about their insecurities than yours.
Right.
That shit don't have nothing to do with you, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the lie you talking about.
That's the lie.
What's the lie?
Why do I have to apologize for thinking somebody's attractive?
First of all, I don't have that conversation because I just move a different way.
That's the lie.
That's the lie. You soft, B.
We never had that. We never had a debate about that
because
you soft.
Because you soft.
Huh?
Because you soft.
Oh, I've been pussy.
Right. Yeah.
I want y'all to check this dude out named Sinful P though. He's a pimp, but the one thing that he has this like male motivational shit that he talk about to men. But the one thing that he said that made sense was he said never lie. He said men tell the truth, so tell the truth. If you look at the ass, look at the ass.
I live by a certain set of rules I just started living by, right? I used to be one of them guys who, you know what, I ain't selling for this shit. I ain't with this shit. She not going through this. I'm not with her. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some shit I'm just not going for. Don't get me wrong. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But I am pussy. I live by this code of rules I just started living by. It's called, I don't want to hit her mouth. I swear to God. I live by this shit. Like, let me go ahead and do this.
You talking to 3 married men. Yo, we get that.
I don't want to hit her mouth.
That's not what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is like, you as a man and as a man who's with a woman, you can't expect me not to be who I am, right? My lady best friend sent her dick pics. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Right, what you gonna do?
I don't care. That's their relationship.
See, ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know those.
That's pretty tough for me.
I don't care. I don't care.
I ain't gonna lie. Whew.
It's levels to it, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's like me just acting like my girl ain't been with somebody before me. Fuck out of here. Like, that's not what that's about.
That's different, though.
No.
I don't want to know. No.
There was a point. There was a point where I couldn't have. Did I tell you the story? I thought this came up. So we were in church, right? We were in church. My lady, and we was us four. We were visiting the church, and a lady right in front of me had a big fat ass. So her and I.
Amen.
They be them fat asses in church though. They be there.
With tight. It was fat. It wasn't like, listen. It was a nice curvy lady, right? She couldn't hide the curve. It wasn't like she was dressed inappropriately, but it was the fitting dress, and it was, you know what I mean. But she couldn't hide it. One of them kind of shapes. So what I'm saying is my wife and I have matured to a level of communication where we can now say after church, like, you see her ass? And she's like, yeah. You know, because the joke is we would otherwise have to, I said, everybody in there, man, if you're not having these conversations with your lady, we have to pretend that you don't see her ass. That when she walked down to the aisle, you didn't look at it. You got to pretend because we naturally scan the room and we would definitely stop on a fatter ass than a flatter ass.
Okay,
so,
cool.
So I'm saying that at some point in your relationship, assuming it goes, you will be able to have those conversations based on a reality that y'all live and have gone through and shit y'all went through, because she's not going to give a shit at some point.
How long does that take, Cool?
Oh, it definitely takes a long time.
It would take a long time.
We done been through, you done been through, oh, we should break up and divorce by that time that kind of stuff happens, you know, and reconcile. Like we ain't talking about no early on shit. So that's what I was saying. I ain't joking. You do what you know, living a lie. It sounds harsh in a reality, but you keep taking care of the battles that you can, because we don't live in your house. You know what the fuck you're supposed to do with your lady to make her comfortable right now.
Right.
In 2 years, it might be different. And in 5 years, it might be more different. And y'all might be nudging each other in 6 years talking about, man, you see that ass over there? That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Continue
That's
to be
how it
pussy.
goes.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I got no problem. My pussy got to see it.
And don't take your girl to DR. You know what I'm
Huh?
saying? That's a real tip for you.
You said what?
Don't go to DR with your girl.
Oh, nah, we ain't doing that.
All right. You go somewhere else, my G.
Oh, right.
I've already been exposed as a creep, so like, what could I possibly do? Like, I'm not going backwards, nigga. Like, hey, if you didn't have a problem with that shit, then you don't have a problem me looking at this fat ass. That's a fat ass over there.
USS last relationship came down to Houston for a play, and all the fat asses that were being shown to me was shown by her.
Right.
Tapping me on my shoulder like,
So
look!
it's saying you need to be coming back to Houston.
No, Juice.
Hey, I heard
I'm
Houston,
washed.
boy,
I
they
stay
got-
my black
I don't know
ass
if
in the
it's
house.
Popeye chicken. I don't know what I'm saying.
I can look because she know when she calls, I'm home.
Hey, everything down here, man. You got to come back real. We say you was coming back here anyway.
I'm coming, yo.
Come on, man. Let's
gotta
put
figure it
these
out.
dates.
No,
Oh
but
yeah.
see,
Come on, Cool.
The difference is y'all are
Yeah.
married men.
I ain't been.
It take a while to get to that point. I ain't expecting it to be like that. So I'm gonna stick to this joint.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to that joint.
Well, I used to have it like. Let me tell you this story real quick, right? This was I got caught out there. So you know you had eyes or shades or something at some point. You just try and be respectful at some point. So that is true. Don't let me fool you like it's supposed to be like that tomorrow, right?
Right.
But so I am one that appreciates the body of pregnant women, right? I think
Oh
pregnant
shit.
black
This episode is getting strange.
This podcast gonna take a fucking turn.
There's something visceral about seeing a pregnant woman to me. So my wife knows this, right? She understands that. So
Yo, I love you, Cool. Cool, I'm gonna tell you I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Listen, it get better. So she knows. So at some point early in our relationship, it comes up that, you know, I think pregnant ladies are cute, right? So we at the mall. We at White Mall. Right?
Oh shit.
So the sad thing is, Malika taps me though. My wife, I don't even know we was married at the time, but we might have been. But either way, we was together. It was just her and I together. That's why we might not even have kids. So she taps me because she knows I appreciate, you know, an attractive pregnant
girl.
lady, right?
Right.
So I'm looking. I'm walking with my wife. I'm looking like this. Look. So, but she taps me like, look at her. You know, that means she must have thought she was cute too, right? So she was sharing the appreciation. So I'm looking like this. I'm looking. Then she's like, Mike! And I started, it's a pole right in front.
You almost ran to a pole?
My wife had to literally snap me out of my trance of staring at the cute pregnant lady, black girl, like that was walking in the mall. Before, if she didn't say Mike, I would have hit the pole.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. You're not alone. Like I have an appreciation for beautiful pregnant women.
See,
You're not by yourself. I'm gonna stand out on that ledge with you, cool.
Portia from Real Housewives, go check her out on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Right. It's some ladies that don't carry it well too.
Hey, that's what y'all just talking about, that smoke break.
Yeah, that shit is real though.
Hey, you talking shit, baby.
Yo, listen, I ain't even gonna hold you. The next topic.
We breaking some levels, layers on this show. I love it.
Listen,
This is good.
Just make it up by yourself, bro.
Okay. Since we out there, hey, I like big women. I think big women are attractive.
Cool. Don't.
So listen, right? But listen.
Hey man, I told my cousin Cool and my cousin Bert and my cousin Devin a long time ago, and I was every bit of 14, 15.
14, 15.
That I ain't like skinny women.
Hey, big women got good cat. Big women got good cat.
It was the joke for the whole Howard homecoming. The better part of 4 days.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate a woman who, even if you carry yourself a certain way, there's a beautifulness. And maybe I have a family full of big women. You get what I'm saying? On my mom's side. You get what I'm saying? Thighs and all that. You know what I'm saying? So not that I looked at them, but I'm a more of a thigh butt kind of guy than a breast guy. Keeping it a bean. You get what I'm saying? So a beautiful woman who carries herself, keep herself together, keep her hair done, smell good. Yeah, listen, man, I ain't about nothing. Like, I definitely, I probably had more women on the thicker side of things than I've had this number of women. And it's probably like fucking 75%. Easy. I mean, I like a little fluff. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
They got the best cat.
Hey, yo, what Chris Rock said, some good pussy in that stomach.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna have to edit that out, yo. Chris Rock said that shit. I'm just saying.
You quoted him. You quoted air quote.
Chris Rock said that shit. Hold up, we got some things to talk about, man. Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert had a little problem. He signed Don Cannon and why your hands
DJ Drama.
Don Cannon and he died to Don Cannon and
DJ Drama.
Right, and Rock Nation had to come in and interfere. I got some real life family shit going on. Y'all heard about this, right?
What?
Yeah. What, your real life family shit or the Lil Uzi
No,
Vert?
Uzi.
You said two
Rock
things.
Nation came in and saved the day as far as his contract or whatever.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, who was he signed to?
Don
He signed to
Cannon
Don Cannon
and
Drama.
DJ Drama.
Oh shit.
Hold on, yo.
So-
Y'all
so
gonna
how-
talk about this. Let me go handle my family.
So how did he rescue? Jay must have came in and said some shit.
And bought him out the contract, the end.
Yeah.
And now he's the Rock Nation manager.
Hey,
We're
yo,
like,
T said hi, y'all.
what up, sis?
See?
She gonna leave her damn shoes in here. No, I'm podcasting. Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, it was somewhere as though he couldn't put out music. With Don Cannon was a problem, and Jay-Z and Rock Nation came to the rescue, I guess. And he just put out a single, I think, on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Free Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
All right.
So these contracts, man, y'all know, y'all ain't knowing that.
Well, no, I know
I
that
read
was
it.
new. I'm just mad at him because he fucked up that Bad and Bougie with his fucking verse.
Oh,
So,
did he?
fuck Lil Uzi
Don't
Vert.
he fuck up every song with his verse? I don't know, my bad.
I don't know. I mean, but he fucked that one up for sure.
Don't be Method Man walking fly.
No, I'm not. No. Because I like Lil Pump. Like, I like Lil Pump. I like a lot of them cats. I just don't like Lil Uzi.
All right. Once again, Future jumps out there and says something about. Why don't Future shut the fuck up? First of all, Future, your baby mom situation is hard enough, dog. Because you one of them guys out here with like 8 baby moms. You done threatened to kill one of your new baby moms and all that. Now you're wearing Gucci and you supporting Gucci, man. So is this Gucci boycott thing over?
No.
They just had like a bonfire
Why
party.
say so? Sometimes motherfuckers be talking because they got lips, yo.
Just cause this is an extension of the whole Kaepernick thing. Like we just cause you're rich don't mean we know your intentions. Future has made it clear, I believe, along with a lot of them other people, that they don't give a fuck about activism and what you think and what they wear and who they are, yeah, and what they do with their money. They just rich. They just rich and black.
You know what my son said? My son said, somebody who told you to pop a Molly and do all these drugs, I'm not really listening to you when it comes to what the weird. You know what I'm saying? Like you, what do you really?
Fuck him and his opinion about that.
But it goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Future is on 13 minutes and 30 seconds. I just wanted to let you know.
What is?
Future is.
You said what?
He's on 13 minutes and 30 seconds.
What you mean?
His 15 minutes of fame is almost up. 13:30.
That's good. That's good.
I've never listened to a Future album.
I think Future a legend, though, bro.
That's fine.
So wait a minute. Is T-Pain a legend?
Yes.
I'd have to say yeah.
Yes.
All right. So it's possible. So it's possible for both things to be true. That your 15 minutes can be up and for you to be legendary. Because I too think
for sure
T-Pain is.
Hold on. You think T-Pain time is up? I don't think so.
No, listen to me.
Okay,
it was though. You remember? You T-Paining too much, and then he came out on stage and said, "Fuck Jay-Z." Go through the timeline. He fell off for a long time. The last year or two, he just starting to get down or lay down. So I say that to say both things can be true, right? Your 15 minutes can be up because his was up at some point, but you can also be legendary. And because T-Pain has melodies and hits in a catalog, he can be relevant in anything that's not even music. I think the same thing of Future. Future has music. If he knows how to make hits, he can always do it. The problem is he just a dick when it comes to activists and regular stuff and understand. He don't give a shit about he want that street life and all that other kind of stuff. So he really ain't mature enough to even understand, these things yet. And yet you are of a profession where you get, imagine the street cat just getting a microphone stuck in your face, and then it comes out like a bunch of babble bullshit that you don't give a shit about. So I don't have a high level of expectation from him as no kind of nothing for the black people either. The same way that Young Thug at some point, we ain't stunting on Michael Brown and all that. They tell you who they are, man.
But see, Future has made a career where as though he hasn't been doing interviews. Like, you've been shutting the fuck up, so why ain't you just sticking to shut the fuck up?
That's why it's 13 minutes and some change. You getting to a point where you talking too much. You doing something ain't right about that. And so he was on something. He done dyed his head, and somebody said, "Man, I thought he was the other cat from Love and Hip Hop." Now you looking like a Love and Hip Hop dude out here.
And he need that Drake album more than Drake need that album.
Bro, and I'm not checking for it. You better make some fire.
I ain't like the first one when he was on 6 minutes. I didn't like the first one when he was on 6 minutes.
And he just have an album now. It might not be fire.
I've never listened to a Future album.
Hey man, he got some shit for sure.
So, no, I'm pretty sure
that purple Sprite and all that shit. Yeah.
So, but listen,
can you compare
Purple Sprite that he wasn't drinking?
Can you compare his career to what we just say? Who we just talking about?
Bruh, he wrote the melody for "Drunk in Love." He absolutely got some hits. That's not the fucking point. The Dream had a few summers, right? He was a singer, producer, whatever. Kanye was on top forever. You think these people gonna be on top forever? You might fall the fuck off, even as a legend. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta be humble when it comes to certain stuff because your audience is gonna mature and grow, and them same fuckers ain't gonna be popping Molly and Percocet forever. So you're able to sing "Drunk in Love" and it be something, right? That means you can have legs in the music industry for all your life if you want to. But you can also undermine yourself because it's a line of you motherfuckers too. And so if the dude that ain't talking bullshit or we on a cars or a wave over here, I'm fucking with the next young cat behind you. You understand? So 13 minutes is like he'd be wise to shut the fuck up. He'd be wise to not still be popping out. Like if he did less of the shit he did 5 or 7 years ago, he'd be better off. I'm surprised he don't know shit.
What's crazy is you said he wrote "Drunk in Love." Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll be like, that do sound like a Future joint.
He wrote it exists. He didn't write it directly, but he wrote the melody. There's a clip of him singing his version somewhere on YouTube.
I mean, he's gonna be, and so like I wouldn't even say 15 minutes of fame, to be honest with you. I mean, because he's been in the game a while, and when you're so embedded in it, you writing and doing shit like that, that's what make you a legend. So even if you want to say 15 minutes due to the duration and being an artist or being kind of a hot artist, maybe, yeah, but I mean, I it's musically, and it was Dirty Sprite. My bad, not Purple Sprite, but Dirty Sprite, shit like that. That went hard. I mean, musically, I think he's awesome. Here's my thing with the whole Gucci shit, though. I think he should shut the fuck up on activism. But I get tired of hearing certain niggas, too, like T.I. T.I. talked on it. He was, like, checking a nigga about it. But it's like, dude, you've made a whole career selling dope, talking about fuck shit, and beefing. So you've made your money doing that. How can you now all of a sudden check somebody for wearing Gucci or doing something that seems opposed to your, you know what I'm saying, your beliefs? And, like, I don't know.
I don't think they're mutually exclusive though, Juice. I agree with you that so even like doing stuff like this, again to parallel it with Cat, it's way easier to be on some ivory tower shit, even if you black and like if not, we ain't talking about wealthy, we talking about rich. Today we talking about 10 million or more, right? That's fucking easier to deal with certain shit and talk from a certain perspective. If you 10 million in, if you going to work and getting a check every day, so you're right. Like from the comfort of your own fucking,
success.
Yeah, exactly. The comfort of your own success, you pop the shit. Even T.I. However, you have to. I wasn't this person 5 years ago. I wasn't this person 10 years ago. So I fell asleep at some point in my conscious life. Right, I was probably more woke at a younger age than because when I was at school and you learn about this shit and then you get comfortable and you get a check and I forgot that you're supposed to do things a certain way or talk about ownership or you know what I mean. And then this job screw you over. So like everybody kind of wakes up at a certain time. So I'm giving allowance for T.I. to wake up, and I'm giving him allowance for us. I love the fact that it was dialogue. I didn't look at it as a disrespectful thing. Let's fucking talk about it and not fight or shoot about it. And so in the end, one might not give a shit yet because that might not be where somebody's priority is on a maturity level. I bought it now. I'm fucking rocking it. I don't give a fuck what you say. Might be a real sentiment. But at some point in the future, your sentiment might change to like, man, I know I spent my money, but all money ain't good money, and this shit ain't even hot no way. I'm gonna buy 10 of rich, whatever. I'm gonna buy 2 brothers talking shit hoodies and just rock that for the winter. Like that might be. You gotta allow for somebody to wake up from 24 to 34 on some shit like that. That's all.
Right, because I was the flashy fat boy. Now I won't spend more than 110 on some sneaks. Like niggas have seen me spend money and be wild as a youngin'. And you grow into, you done did that already, so it's time to pass on. But I do want to say by 2032, I do see T.I. for president, though. Remember, I was the first one to say that shit. T.I. for president. I'm standing by that shit. Yo, what does Cam Newton, no sex for a month in March mean? Nigga, you need Cam Newton, no sex, the whole preseason, the whole fucking regular season, and the playoffs. What the fuck do Cam Newton think him not having any sex in March really is going to affect him as a football player?
Y'all still listen to Cam Newton?
Now I don't listen to him, but it popped up, so.
That's why I listen to the radio. I don't do it.
No sex in March. Nigga, that's going to make your game trash.
That nigga game already trash.
He need a reason to blame his trash on it. Like, Cam Newton a fucking clown.
You see that nigga lay?
Come
on, dog.
Next subject.
Right. Lonzo Ball leaves the big baller brand.
Ooh.
Said they got him for 1.5.
You ever seen him with a pair of big baller shoes on?
Hey, yo, listen, from now on, don't tell me next subject, dog. You better talk about what the fuck I present you with. That's how this shit go from now on.
Next
okay,
subject.
fella?
Next subject.
Oh, so you gonna put my car right here? You know what, yo? You come to Philly, we fucking mixing. The first 5 minutes, when you pull in my driveway, you better get out the car fucking ready.
Hands up.
Just so we fucking clear. All right, let's talk about Lonzo Ball, though. How y'all feel?
I'm shocked at that. I'm really, I hate it. I think that that's a big deal, man.
Yeah, definitely. 1.5 million. Which I think that's money owed. I don't think that's like money that came up missing from his account or something. But
money missing, baby.
Right.
They said
money missing from his account.
So it said that some accountant or somebody, he had some auditor or something go over it, and they was like, hey, we can't find this 1.5, pretty much. And part of that was apparently wired from directly from the other guy, the third partner, him and his dad and his dad's homeboy, I guess. directly for some services, but it might have been inflated. Then the other one was just straight missing. So it might have been like 300,000 wired for some business related expenses, but to that guy's other business, and then another X amount of thousand, hundreds of thousands, whatever the equal of 1.5 was, that was 1.2, whatever was left over, was unaccounted for on some level. But it's messed up on a lot of different things, and you don't blame Lonzo at some point for like, I can't stick you. I can't let you run my life into a certain scenario just because I can't let you steer me into the ground.
And he sat through 2 years of that. Like, not only the money thing, but as far as his NBA career, I really feel like his dad has really put a target on him as far as players and them going at him on a night basis.
I think it'll be a little light. I think not that he won't be, but I definitely think players got to respect him even more now with this news coming out, just for even being like that. And you hate that it's his father. You know what I'm saying? I don't think his dad knew nothing. You know what I mean? Or I think he just. But whether you were complicit or we just don't put the systems in place for us not to have fuck ups like this, you kind of both at fault for both of those things. And I've been guilty of doing bad business, not on purpose, but because my systems wasn't right. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of fucked up situation all the way around, like the Juice point.
Yeah, shit happened. I mean, like, he ain't. I don't think I've ever seen him in a pair of big baller brand. It was focusing on his feet. Then he kept getting hurt. He been hurt. They shut him down. I don't know what the fuck he wearing. You ever seen somebody with a pair of big baller brand? Like, it was bound to fail. They were Skechers, right? So that's the reality. Like his father ain't been around recently, you know what I mean? Only way he stepped up was when they was talking about trading Zoe. And I don't think it has anything to do with his father putting a target on him. He ain't that fucking good. Who gives a fuck? What if Kyrie's father put a target on him?
No, okay, he's not that good.
Matter
He in his second year.
So
what? Do
I
have to take you to? Let's talk hoops. Do I have to take you to D'Angelo Russell?
I don't think he that good.
He an all-star.
So fucking
he
what?
The best team to the play.
So you think Lonzo gonna get? You think he gonna be better?
What I'm saying is, you can't. He's 19. He's 20. He's not even 21. He might be 21 now.
So to my point, nobody cares that Patrick Beverly was D'ing him up. He's 19, so you don't get no fucking cool points for beating up on a kid.
What I'm
That's
saying
my point.
Is, when his dad ran his mouth, it's hard enough being a rookie coming into the league.
I think that has nothing to do with it. I think they was gonna run at the young boy anyway because he's a young boy. That's my point.
Right. I mean, that's gonna happen regardless. But your dad talking about you better than LeBron, you better than this,
what
you
he's
better
supposed
than
to
He
say?
definitely
supposed to
juiced
say?
him up. I think.
What he supposed to say?
Dog, listen, shut the fuck. You don't gotta say nothing.
Yeah, you ain't got
like
to
you
say
said,
nothing.
Kyrie dad around. Kyrie don't say his dad don't say nothing. You running your mouth. Listen, that's like you putting the pressure on me, and I gotta go handle it, and you not out there.
Nigga, I gotta fight
with me.
Hey, but you know something.
But that still ain't tell me from
back.
people you was a fucking ill ass rapper and fucking spit. That ain't stop me. I don't give a fuck what you. What I'm supposed to say?
What
no?
you said about Cardi though. Because you said the thing that got Cardi on was her mouth, right?
And the same thing that got...
The thing that got them on was that daddy, man. Like, that nigga doing, LeVar doing all the silly shit that he fucking does.
Talked his way into the number 2 pick.
Got him where they at.
But see, the difference between rap and basketball is you have to go play somebody. So if you run... If you run
rap
your
is
mouth,
subjective and basketball isn't.
What?
Rap is subjective and basketball isn't.
Right. So at the end of the day, Cardi can go make a record, and she don't got to battle somebody in that record. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, his dad running his mouth bring attention to him, yes. And I don't think it was positive. They say all attention is good attention. I don't think that attention was the best. Because at the end of the day, his dad saying whatever, his daddy had to step out on that court. He did.
Listen,
his personality ain't one of them personalities like his dad's is. He's a more laid-back kind of guy.
I'm going to take up for the vision. Like, I don't fault nobody for being visionary. I don't think it was bound to fail, contrary to Terrell's opinion, necessarily. I think it's an excellent idea. How the fuck did Nike start? How the fuck did Adidas start? How did Fila or anything else we wear and make the fuck cool start? I don't know, but it started somewhere. So I think the attempt is value. I think we should always be trying to think ownership. I think we should always be trying to think partnership and not fucking here go my 360ness or whatever. So the attempt is a righteous one. The business was fucked up. That's why I was doomed to fail. The business of it was fucked up. Now them things, the shoe, you market it and do it right. You could tweak and work on it. So I think it was a bad business decision to say we're gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna be so boisterous that these shoe companies not even gonna take the meetings with me. Then they say no, we ain't even gonna meet with them. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on to something. He could have potentially did a partnership, big baller brand. Like,
but he was asking for too much.
A Rockefeller, huh?
He was asking for too much.
Well, I think he was asking the wrong way. He wasn't playing. He was trying to play the game, which was righteous. But like he was so don't nobody need all that bluster because I can tell you no. But if he would have been innovative enough to say let's license. Let me allow you to license Big Baller brand and these joints coming out with triple B's, but they got a Nike swoosh on it or some equivalent. That's new. That's innovative. Would have been the way. But he talked himself right out the meat.
Like, don't get me wrong. His heart was in the right place.
Right.
Perfect example. When you go and say, "Oh, Luke Walton can't coach my son."
Right. You're doing the most.
He has to. You don't have to go into that locker room. Your son does.
So I think all of that.
When you
matters.
say LeBron ain't gonna win no championship without my son, your son has to go live what your mouth is saying. He has to go deal with them people.
Was he lying though? Is Luke gonna get fired?
It look like it is.
Did the team get worse when Lonzo was out? So that means LeVar was right.
He not.
But just like in marriage, you can be right and still be wrong in the way you say you're right.
Correct.
I rock with LeVar for advocating for his kids. The problem I think is that them folks can say fuck you then too. Like the other side of the coin is you could be so bluster that they could be like, we don't want to do business with you, which is standard, right? So you got to be prepared business-wise. If you would have had shoes that come out, them people that were supporting you didn't give a shit what the shoes was like. They just wanted some shoes, and they wanted to be whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have made some luxury, decent shoes from these places that charge $200 and charge somebody $500. People was on it. You just didn't even do that. People ain't get the shoes. They ain't get, you know what I mean? It was bullshit.
Your son was drafted into L.A., where y'all from. Perfect scenario. All you got to do is chill. Right. Let your son grow. Like, you're putting more pressure on him than needs to be put. He has enough pressure being the number 2 pick.
Then left him.
Right, being the number 2 pick. Who's the number 1 pick? Fultz was the number 1 pick, but his guys in the draft after that that's had more success. Huh?
Was it Fultz?
Fultz was. Okay. Fultz was. What's his name went third to Boston?
Tatum.
Right. So, what I'm saying is, it's hard enough doing that. Being in LA, the big market, it's enough on him living that life without you saying those kind of things. That's going to put more pressure on him. And like I said, that man has to walk those steps. You're at home with your wife chilling, watching your other 2 sons. That boy has to go at 19 years old, live with your mouth is saying out, Magic this. Like you said too much about, like, just shut the fuck up, cuz. Just shut the fuck up. That's all you got to do. Oh, my son, they trade my son. My son don't want to go here. You know what? Your son not nice enough at this point. Where is though his talent outweighs your mouthpiece? Can that not be said?
Yeah, agreed.
Terrell, right? So
agreed.
Your talent you're not talented enough where though we can deal with your pop running his fucking mouth all day. So you about to take LA, a big city, a big market with Cash Dreamer playing. You about to fuck that up for your son. Not only is he not performing and he can't stay healthy, but you can't shut the fuck up.
So you think he'll stay in LA, or you think he'll be gone?
I hope he stay in LA because I really feel like in a couple of years he has a skill set, his vision and his unselfishness is the kind of guy cats gonna want to play with, and he will be successful eventually. But if your dad don't shut the fuck up, you're gonna be in Charlotte. And Damian Lillard right now, if he played for LA, would be one of the top. And I think he's the top point guard because I watch hooping. But Damian Lillard don't get the respect that he should get because of where he plays at.
His fault.
I mean, he's cool with that, but I'm just saying, you in a perfect place. All you gotta do is develop your game, and you'll probably shut the fuck up, and hopefully, it'll work itself out for you. But let's get to this top 5, man. We got a top 5 every week. The top 5 is top 5 things a man in his mid-30s has no business doing. Do we got top 5? Do anybody got top 5?
I got one.
You got one? What you got?
I got one based off just what I saw online, and this shit was stupid.
Go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
men should not be cuddling with each other. I'm
What?
sorry. I seen some shit where it's like these men are starting a cuddling group and they're changing masculinity. It's supposed to be straight men that's cuddling each other to help cope with like depression and shit. Hey, look, I'm all for counseling and shit.
Next question.
Do that.
Next question.
Grown men don't cuddle.
Listen, I'll punch a nigga dead in his mid. Off top. Anybody else got anything that a man over 35 in his mid-30s should not be doing?
Fighting in public.
Right.
Fighting in public. I mean, I know stuff happens, but I think I'm assuming somebody over 30 with it, got shit to do the next day.
Right.
But like even to be talking to no police scenarios, you never know how that's gonna be like. So cooler head should always prevail. You should always be thinking like I could have did this shit in the house. Is how I think. So fighting in public come to mind.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. It's definitely a thing where, though, unless you back me into a corner and I feel like I physically had to get up out of there,
That's different.
I had to move you out my way.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be out. And then a court date and all that, that's days off and dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Unnecessary, goofy shit. All right, I got a top 5. Of course, I got a top 5.
Of course you do.
Yo, I swear to God, when you get out the fucking car, I might just jump out the tree. It's a tree outside my crib. I might jump out that motherfucker and sting and splash the shit out you. I swear to God.
That's hurtful.
Top 5 things a man over 35 has no business doing. No crazy haircuts. If you over 35, you got a fucking
That's a go.
or you got some fucking dye in your hair or some shit like that,
Go.
you're too fucking old for that shit. Go the fuck up.
Go with me.
That's a good one.
Man over 35 has no business wearing skinny jeans. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with, as you got older, slimming it down a little bit. I don't wear the biggest jeans I used to wear back in the day. But if I can see your calf muscle through your fucking pants, strong as shit, something fucking wrong, cuz. Real shit.
It's the best top 5
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Number 3. As a top 5 thing a man in his mid-30s has no business doing is doing the latest dances out. If I see you out here doing the newest shit that these young bucks out here doing, if you're doing this shit, y'all know fucking been doing that, cuz.
Hey, yo, I just did that with my kids the other day. It's hilarious.
If you're in your
talk
mid-30s
about
doing
me.
this, if you don't sit your corny ass the fuck down, you don't sit your monkey
You
ass
talk
down.
about me. In my defense, I've been doing that forever, but go ahead.
Top 5 thing a man in his mid-30s has no business doing is spending more time at the bar or the club than you do with your kids.
Amen. For
Ain't
sure.
got no business doing that.
Too old
It's
for
the
that.
number one thing a man in his 30s has no business doing. In his mid-30s has no business doing. And I'm guilty of this. I just finally caught myself. Is falling for social media traps. And I was guilty of that.
What you mean?
Like them posts and you comment on them thirst traps. Ooh, I was guilty of that.
You ain't know your comment come
I
up?
seen the light, huh?
You ain't realize your comment come up?
Man, listen, I was out here bugging out. Got my life together, though. I was out here to fuck wild and shit got hot.
Hey.
Hey, cool. Shit got hot out here, cool.
You gotta keep
That's
looking like this for a couple more years, baby.
I said, fuck all that. That's why you don't see me on Facebook. I said,
Hey, man.
She said, oh, this gotta change. Oh, no problem. Go.
Right. You just ain't know the etiquette. You
Ain't
be
nothing
coachable,
worse to get caught up in some bullshit. You out in the streets. I was out in the streets. She hit me up. I'm like, oh, niggas, I gotta go home.
Right.
Nigga, I gotta get to the house.
Harvey beating fast to the motherfucker.
No, she said,
Longest
nigga, get
trip
home by 9.
home ever.
She said, get home by 9. It was 8:15. I said, nigga, I gotta go to Jersey right now.
Right now.
Nigga, erase what? I'll erase everything. No problem. Because I understood that the life of the internet being bullshit in real life. I'm not fucking up real life fucking with the internet.
Right.
You gotta leave social media alone, man. In terms of, you know, liking chicks and commenting, that shit gets you
Speaking
fired.
of the bean, I really felt relieved that time off. Like right now, I just deal with our page for the podcast. I really feel relieved because it was like, and I could have had it on my phone. I only have it on my iPad, so it's not something that I'm always in tune with. But I really fell back from social media and just being, because it was like every couple minutes, you know what I'm saying, checking to see what's going on and getting caught up in it. And it's been years since 2009. It's been a part of my everyday, you know what I'm saying? So it was things that was just, I've been doing for 10 years. You get what I'm saying? That I had like, go ahead, pump your brakes, scrap. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the group.
Whew.
Top 5 shit. I just got one.
What's that?
Don't do the shit you was doing in your mid 25s.
Oh, definitely. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, man, listen, I feel
elevate,
like,
yo, and grow.
huh?
You gotta elevate and grow, man. If you
Definitely, like a lot of things I was glad that I had children at the age I had children because I've lived my life. I've lived. You get what I'm saying? I've partied. I've done all those things. So for me, those things ain't important. Me partying ain't important. Y'all both just see me party, bro. We partied together plenty. I done did all that, man. I done danced to. You know what I mean? I done did all that, man. It ain't about nothing no more. I done did the strip club thing. I done wild. So
I got another one.
Necessity.
I got another one. Hey, if you're in your mid 30s, you shouldn't be having side babies. Like if you already have a wife
Juice,
or whatever,
you shouldn't be having side babies in your mid 20s.
I mean, definitely, but like Nick, I know niggas that's like
it's more acceptable.
They're doing this now. Like you should not even be getting caught the same way you did in the past. So if you fucking up, in voicemails, like no side babies and voicemails. Don't leave them. God damn, we too old for some of the shit people doing.
What the fuck is a voicemail?
Only reason I check because I hate the notification in the corner. I'm like, let me check this shit just so this shit. If I'm one of the people who bothered by a notification sitting there.
Oh, that's me too, yo.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm bothered by notifications as well.
Definitely.
I gotta get rid of them shits.
Yes, go in the settings.
All right, before we get out
of here,
see how
cool, quiet. That motherfucker got 50,000 unread emails right now.
Huh?
He got 50,000 unread emails right now.
Well, I got a lot of emails. Yo, easy. I don't send people email like, yo, I sent you an email. Nigga, I'll never know. That's like Mike. That's like calling Mike. Like, word?
I ain't gonna throw me under the bus.
I had to get that out there one time. Do y'all care that Usher and Jermaine Dupri are in the studio doing confessions too?
No.
I think it's gonna be dope.
Usher needs this, man.
I saw the Instagram joint. He had a little song, so I think it's gonna be alright. I think it's gonna be good.
Do JD get his proper respect songwriting wise? Some shit. Confessions was about him. I didn't even know that.
I think he's a good who?
JD.
Confessions wasn't about Usher. That was about him.
Oh, he was telling that. Oh, he wrote that.
Mm-hmm. That was about Usher. That was real life shit.
Yeah, I don't think he gets enough credit for being a producer, songwriter. I don't think he gets enough credit.
JD's a legend.
But he is.
Definitely.
Yo, why is Juvenile doing an album with Birdman? I cannot wrap my head around this shit. Why did Juvenile and Birdman drop an album together? Juvenile was the first one who woke up and realized Birdman wanted to move.
I heard it was fire.
With the album?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check it out.
Is it out already?
Yeah, it came out Friday.
It came out Friday. Why would you do business with Birdman?
Because ain't nobody else doing business with you. Hove ain't make that call to Juvie.
There's you with that big body Benz. There's you that can keep old lady because you keep telling her friends.
Hey, man,
same reason why Turk was talking all that shit in jail came right back out and fucking signed.
They
400 Degrees is a classic.
Who?
400 Degrees.
I ain't never heard it.
You lying. What are you doing with your...
I'm fucking with you, yo.
When you come to the city, when you pull up to the city, I'm jumping out the fucking tree, yo.
I'm fucking with you, yo.
On the strip of Juvie.
Yo, but yeah, you say why fuck with them? I just think, man, them guys, I don't know, man. It seems like they do make up pretty over time. They make up pretty good, but I think what they did together, the relationship they probably really have personally, is strong enough to where they could get past the shit that they got going on business wise. And they made some dope shit. And Baby is like, what else you doing, bro? Well, I mean, he got some shit. Well, he do got some shit because it ain't Blueface.
Right.
Signed him kind of.
Well,
so,
he got
I mean,
Jack Quill did the album with him and shit, didn't he? Jacquees?
Yeah, Jacquees, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he got shit, but I think it's a good move.
It's all about the music. As long as the music good, it don't matter. If the music ain't good, nobody gonna care.
Right. I gotta give it a listen now, bro. Said it's alright.
Yeah, right.
No, did you hear who told you that?
What?
That it was alright.
Oh, Twitter. I don't fucking talk to nobody but y'all. Like, what you talking about, man? Like, when I say I heard it was alright, I mean social media. I don't talk to no fucking body.
Twitter told me Blueface was the move. I'm cool off that. I don't listen to Twitter.
Oh, man, nah.
That nigga Blueface, dog.
Nobody in my demographic told me that Blueface was the move. People that I pay attention to that was born in the same 3 to 4 or 5 year period I was said the Juvie and the shit was fire.
All right, Manny Fresh and Wayne talking about doing the album. Interested?
Nope.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be all right.
Manny Fresh.
I expect you to say that, Juice, right? But was we impressed with Wayne last album?
We said Manny Fresh with him though.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's the sound right now.
Yeah, no, I don't think we anticipate no music the same way we used to.
I do gotta,
I listen to it because of them.
Got a quick story about Manny Fresh. Backstage, I think I talked about me and Scarface. This is that same time. It was Scarface backstage, Manny Fresh, Mos Def. Mos Def was back there too, which was crazy as fuck. Man, that nigga Manny Fresh, it was this tall speaker. I don't know if it was a CD or something, or he had an auxiliary cord for that bitch. He plugged it up and started playing beats. And I was like, nigga, I didn't even know he could produce like that. So he got some heat. Like, if he got some shit where he need to update for the times or whatever,
he can do it.
I really think he can do it, bro.
So the Cash Money movement wouldn't have been the Cash Money move without Manny Fresh.
Oh, I agree.
Right.
Oh, I agree.
He gonna give you some old bounce, but he gonna give you some trap shit too.
But him and Wayne together, man.
Yeah, I need Wayne to have better bars, yo. I was not impressed with that Carter 5. Carter 5?
No, nobody was.
Yeah. Especially coming off the Carter 4, which was one of my favorite Carters.
All right, can I ask y'all one more question, or y'all ready to wrap up?
I'm good for one more.
Okay. Does a woman's body count? First of all, I don't even understand how you ask this, but if a woman's body count is more than your body count, do you look at her as, should she be looked upon as a hoe? Now that comes from Rihanna, right? Rihanna is a woman who's been seen with a lot of guys. But I don't look at Rihanna like a hoe. Not because of me having an infatuation for her, because I think she's dope and I think she's a sexy lady and all that. But that wouldn't stop me from calling her a hoe. I don't think she's a hoe because to me, she does her. To me, a hoe is looking for the attention of somebody or doing it for the money or ulterior motive behind them dealing with who they dealing with. That's what to me is a hoe. Somebody who's doing it for the attention or they looking for something. I feel like Rihanna is like a nigga. You know what I mean? And who's to know? I can't say that she slept with every guy they see her with, but it all started from Trell and Vaughn having a conversation, and Trell pulled up supposedly her body count or the guys she's been known to be, and it's a long list of guys. But I don't think she's a hoe. So what makes a woman a hoe? Does the amount of men she sleep with makes her a hoe, or are there other things to you that goes into a woman or a man? Because there's some hoe ass men out here, and I mean it's some hoe ass men because they hoes like they bitches, like they really hoes, and they hoes like not a woman. I'm talking about that hoe. Not y'all. Was y'all hoes?
Not the hoe ass niggas.
Okay, right.
But yeah, you hoeing out in the street. Yeah.
Right. So what determines a hoe? Terrell, I'm asking you.
You're looking at everybody, so I didn't know you was saying it. For the 15th episode,
wow.
he
gave you the
you know what I'm saying?
signal.
All right.
I don't see him.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh shit, they both clocked out.
Can you hear me?
I still see. I don't see Neef no more.
Yeah, I don't see Neef either.
Can y'all hear me though?
I hear you.
Okay, hey, well, you know what? Since that, you know, we ain't gonna have no dead space.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have no dead space.
No, Fat Boy here.
A hold of me personally. I'm sure Real can follow it up. I don't know, man. I'm starting to switch my whole definition on the whole shit because I know as men we go out and fuck too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know if I even see it as them as hoes, but no, I don't have a problem. If her body counts higher than mine, I don't care. We linking up because I'm there. So the last niggas, I can't speak for them. I know when I hit the ground, I'm finna do some shit that you gonna fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. If you fuck with me and we really gonna get serious, I don't care. If you just a jump off, then you a jump off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't bother me. I'll find out whatever I need to find out going on with you. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't
That's
want.
how I
I
feel.
just
I
don't
don't care
want
about
HIV or
Because
herpes.
a woman ain't gonna never tell you the real truth.
Like, I just don't want HIV or herpes.
She not gonna be like, I fucked 25, 30,
Right.
40,
You definitely
50.
get the
Like,
real.
Yeah. Can y'all
that
hear me?
nigga Chris Rock said it best. Whatever she says is one too many. She could be like, it's one. Like, one? God damn. Like, you a hoe. So,
Yeah. Terrell, you like fading now. What you say?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying,
I
like,
can't see.
I mean, just don't give me HIV or herpes, and we Gucci. I don't care what you did.
y'all can hear?
You got back out, Juice. Come out and come back in. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that, yo. Like, do whatever the fuck you gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't subscribe to any of that thoughts because just the way that you know what I'm saying, that people give it up. I don't have time, yo. Honestly, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think it's different, man. Like, I think it don't matter. I think. Remember when old girl? What's the old girl name? She like an Instagram famous. She was in a couple of Chris Brown videos. She said the famous delete your wholeness line. You can delete your wholeness. I don't know if you remember that. But basically, she was right. She was more right than she was wrong. In that the time of life has altered where body count don't matter. We more I guess real about where you could be like, I want somebody that ain't have nobody. Now you're like, man, I don't want nobody that you gotta teach them everything at this stage in my life and they whack, and I'm gonna want the girl that had a high body count because she know how to make it do what it do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So like I don't need, the lines are blurred of what even a hoe is now. It almost like to be hoe, you got to be like disrespectful with it, not just have a body count. I've always said that body count really is only good from a neighborhood perspective. That as long as she ain't had a body count in your neighborhood, fucking you winning.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
I've been saying that. Like, that's, don't get me wrong. And we said this before in the podcast. It was just me and Rel, but you know, I don't want to know. That's not a question I will ever ask. You get what I'm saying? But I feel
Men over
like
35 shouldn't ask. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like being a hoe isn't necessarily your sexual experiences. I think it's more of your intent than, or what are you in it for? You know what I'm saying? If you're messing with guys because you see money or you see fame or something coming from it, I think you're more. I look at that as being a hoe more than a woman who's established and you're single and you're having a good time.
That's a
great
point.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being single and having a great time. I've dealt with a woman who, I prefer not to say her name, who I felt like was on, like, treated me like a bitch. You know what I mean? Because she was doing her, and you know what I mean? I didn't feel like she was a hoe. I felt like she was on some nigga shit more than her being a hoe. You get what I'm saying? So I just think it's more how you carry it than a body count.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, I'm talking to the audience. Women like to fuck too. Some women are just that type where they just be like, I just want to fuck you. They not really looking for a relationship. They may want the BFE experience, boyfriend experience a little bit, but they just want to fuck. So I ain't tripping. You gotta know what you're doing, because don't get in the room with somebody you don't suck dick, and you don't want to put your leg back too far, and it hurts to bend over. Shut up, bitch.
Hey, yo, my man
over 35, I don't believe
you.
you telling me
He in
that.
Jersey right now, and they came to see me, so Jay Weezy, fuck out of here, but I love you. Jay Weezy a long time ago, man. That's what the guy Jay Weezy has no filter. A chick was like, "Oh, I don't suck dick." He said, "They still make y'all?"
Right.
And that was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long ass time.
We was in our early 20s.
Right, Jay Weezy was the fuck out. Wow.
Tell her grow up.
Is there anything grinding y'all gears? I know we had that segment in a while. Anything on your mind that we didn't cover?
I don't even want to talk about what's grinding my gears right now because it's gonna push in another half an hour. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, well, I mean, make it short.
Watch your kids, man. I had a real personal situation with somebody I know. His 10-year-old son committed suicide. Right.
That's on the list too. My bad, bro.
One of the youngest cases in the country ever, man. And to be bullied to that point that you're able to commit that act at such a young age says a lot, right? So you know, it made national news. So, let me see how I can, with all respect to him and his family.
Not to be insensitive, I'm just a little. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you mind telling what did the child do as far as suicide?
Oh, well, yes, I can. So, because it's national news. So, I mean, you could Google it and it's right there. And it happened down in your neck of the woods, Juice. I think in around Katy, somewhere in the.
I think it was here.
Yeah, somewhere in that area. I have business with his father. I'll say that. I'll leave it that way. And he was being bullied in school. They were putting things on his iPad saying, "Go kill yourself," picking on him, telling him to go die, and kids are just being cruel, right? So he went home, went in his closet, hung himself. His sister found him. 13 years old, you know what I'm saying, followed by her calling the paramedics and the dad, and he's on his way home. And there was an incident in the school. The mother addressed it with the school. The school said nothing was addressed, but guess what they did? They left a voicemail, and guess what she got? The voicemail.
Wow.
So now it's on the school, man. So watch your kids, protect them. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that bullying shit. You know, I got picked on a lot when I was younger because I was the smallest one out the group, and people thought that they could pick on me. You got to think, when I started high school, I was 4'11", and I never thought about ending it all. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
We say it as a colloquialism that kids are cruel, but to the point where a 10-year-old is taking his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's the access we have, the shows that are on, the social media, the things you're exposing your kids to. I just don't think a 10-year-old should be thinking that my life is so bad that I must now take it and I don't need to be here because some people are saying things out of the way to me or doing things to me. And for you fucking pussy-ass parents, raise your fucking kids right. You know what I'm saying? Because if that shit happened to me and mine, I'm going to come see you. And then we'll talk about who bullying who.
Right. I can dig it. And that's crazy because I always ask Bree, how is school? What's going on in school? Is there a problem? I always stress that because I don't know. I'm always into that. And I feel you, like, first of all, my daughter mom crazy. Like, my daughter mom will fight a parent. Like, so I wish you luck. And you ain't got, I be chilling, but she'll go. So you fuck with Bree. I feel sorry for the child because she want to fight the mom off top. That's how she rock with it. So it's definitely, man, crazy, man. That's something I always just stress, just to be like, Bree, you know, what's going on in school? Is there any problems? Anybody messing with you? I always make it a point to ask her how those things are going, man. It's sad, man. And I think, when it comes to bullying, sometimes, and I heard somebody else say this, I might have been Chris Rock, that bullying is kind of necessary, I feel, to a certain extent, because it might build character, and I don't know how y'all feel about that, you know, because the real world, it's real world bullies out here. If you don't go through it's grown-ups that bully other grown-ups. You're not bullying me because I ain't with the shit, but
yeah,
I mean, it happens as adults too. So I mean, sometimes to a certain extent, I feel like it's necessary, but not to that extent. You know, man, it's sad to think that a 10-year-old that first of all, your child passed away before you, and then your other child finding that child, it's man, it's a lot. Man, I'm sorry. It's real sorry to hear it, man. It's sad to hear, definitely.
I definitely think it's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying condolences.
Yeah, man.
That shit tough because, real quick, Juice, and I'm gonna let you
go ahead.
go.
No, go ahead.
You know, it happened in January, right? And when he told me, I was helping him, and he was like, oh, and I was like, oh. And I didn't know what to say other than, you know what I'm saying, my condolences, and if you need anything, reach out, right? So he kind of reached out back to me a month later, and we started conducting business again. And it was actually Monday. I was talking to him, and it wasn't just like it wasn't a normal, you know what I'm saying, let's conduct business conversation. He was talking and venting. So I was listening, right? I give a shit about people. I was listening. So I mean, like when I looked up, we was on the phone for like an hour. And he was just giving me everything. And the next day I'm at work, you know what I'm saying, going on Twitter, checking on my crypto. You see what's going on in the news, and I see the story. And I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen his mom's name, the little boy mom's name. I was like, nah. So I hit my man up, like, yo, is that, you know what I'm saying, his wifey name? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that shit national news. New York Times picked it up, right? You know what I'm saying? CNN talking about it. So, like, yeah, man, that shit tough, man. Watch your kids.
People need to be in touch with what your kids are doing and what your kids are into, man. Like, I think it's a lot of people. My problem sometimes would be y'all kids in front of the TV or send them off, and you're not knowing what's going on. One thing I take pride in is me and Bree, when I go pick Bree up, we have a little bus ride. And it's, it's about an hour or so. And it's really, I don't want my head, I'm talking to my daughter. I talk to my daughter every day, but I'm talking to her just to see what's going on. Like, it's not enough people who, I see so many times where people with their kids and the music up loud, or they got headphones on. Like, there's not enough conversation going on in between parents and kids. And then there's the thing where as though people feel like somebody's picking on your child, oh, my child not doing this. And that. It's a lot of, people get so caught up in their lives that you're not paying attention to what's going on with your kids, man. That shit need to stop.
Man, I was just gonna say, wow. I mean, that's huge. I did see the story broke. I didn't know it went national. I do now that I think of it. I knew it happened in the area. But I think it's terrible. I was bullied a little bit, you know what I'm saying, at one point in elementary school. I was a little light-skinned nigga.
He's light-skinned?
Light-skinned nigga. But that shit made me tough. Like, it made me have to, like, a lot of shit I developed out of that. But I think there was this toughness at home. There were different things that we just grew up in a different generation. That was the last key kid generation. We were home alone. We kind of had to raise ourselves. These kids now, they don't go through that. We wanted to make everything easier for them. You know what I'm saying? I guess you say snowplow parenting. We talked about that last time. Like, we want things to be easier for them. And maybe we aren't preparing them for the cruelty of the world. And we aren't watching the kids, kids have always been cruel. Like, that's just never changed. But they're just in a different generation, man, where I don't think they're prepared for it. And in social media now, man, it's like, one thing happens, you're humiliated. It's a chick that, I went to school with. I'm not going to say her name. She sent a pussy pic to a classmate's husband. And the girl caught it, got mad, and put it on Facebook. And, like, everybody went in on it to where she just went off from Facebook. And it's almost kind of semi-destroyed her real life. Like, she doesn't associate with anybody because it just went viral. And so we just live in a different time where even as adults, like, the humiliation can be so severe. So I don't even know where to start that dialogue. Definitely, though, check up on your kids, ask about what they're doing, look in the cell phone, be abreast of what's going on at all times, man.
But see, you know what you said, and it stuck out to me was we raised ourselves. There's some kids out here really, really raising themselves, though, where their parents aren't. They're so busy living their lives that they're not paying attention to their children. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's people out there it's women out here that are so quick to ditch their kids. And when I was single, I've met women who, damn, shorty, like, No, chill with your youngins. You get what I'm saying? Like, even me when I was a single dad. When I was a single dad and I had my daughter every other weekend, I made it a point not to always have a woman around and have somebody around. If I have my child 4 days out of 31 or 30, damn, I can't give my child just them 4 days without me dating or running the streets or whatever, because I got plenty of time to do that. It's a lot of people who are in the bar on Tuesdays because it's $2 Tuesdays and it's $2 Thursdays, and you're not spending no time with your kids because it's homework not getting done and things are not getting achieved. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of grandmoms out there raising kids and all that. And grandma to the point where the grandmas ain't grandmas no more, so grandma got a life too. She got Leroy coming through, and she's not trying to watch them damn kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You said Leroy coming through.
that's an old nigga name.
Yeah, Leroy.
Right.
Oh, they say Leroy.
Right, Leroy.
That's what he fancy.
Like, old young fella.
Yeah.
Hold up, Slick.
Yeah.
When the old nigga call you Slick, that's an old nigga. But, I mean, real talk, though, man. It's like, some people are not paying enough. There's so many kids being put in front of TVs or putting games in their hands. And their parents are on social media and 24/7 and
digitally raising your kids.
Yo, it's a lot of cats out here acting like they dads and taking pictures of their kids and not playing their part as the dad, man. That just popped into my head like it's a lot of motherfuckers like, yeah, you know, me and my daughter, dog, you don't see your fucking daughter, fuck out of here. My bad. That was just on my mind real quick. I had to throw that out.
Nah, what's up?
Yeah, man, my daughter went and got our nails done today.
Right. What color you got, bro?
Nothing.
Oh, you said y'all nails. I thought Oh, you got clear?
No, I just got a manicure, dog.
You was for the podcast?
Nah, you don't have to.
Yeah, I
have to
think
do this. Well, I got anxiety since you was talking about it. Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
You said what?
I said I was going to say something, but I'll leave that for when we together, right?
Yeah, don't say no shit to
I
me.
ain't gonna say that. Somebody say some shit to you, and then you know what I'm saying, it's a whole different situation.
I gotta fuck them up.
Right,
Right.
Nah, man, I stopped biting my nails, man. You know what I'm saying, after 38 and a half years, right? So
Good.
Right, you know what I mean? It's been a bad habit of mine. I know it has something to do with my anxiety. So, you know, I gotta get my shit done now.
I'm better. I don't bite like I get to a certain width. I still bite, but it's not like I used to bite all the time. I'm getting better though.
Yeah, and my foot game's strong now. I got my big toe fixed because of those Lamisil pills. Shout out to
Hey, that's what I need to do because I got a big toe. I got a fungus on my big toe.
Oh, you gotta get it fixed, dog.
Yo, I got some of my little toe, man. I need Mike to look at, man. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's like 90 days of Lamisil. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta make sure your kidneys right. I'm good because it's harsh on your kidneys, man. I had to do it twice. But I guess the doc could elaborate on this a little bit further.
What the fuck is Lamisil?
You gotta get your liver function tested and all that kind of stuff. It's an antifungal. But it got to be worth it to you. I go over a whole spiel. It's not even enough for this. That's the kind of access you can get when you text me what you need, man. You know what I mean?
You know what we should do, man? We should do like some kind of moment in the show where you kind of go over some medical shit for black men because, you know, we don't like going to the doctor.
We can do that.
Yo, get it together, man.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah. But yeah, so now my shit right. You know what I mean? I go get my feet done. You know what I mean? And
I got some shit on my pinky too, man. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Like, this little nigga got to be hurting my feet when I be moving. I had to go over exercising my sneaks.
Yeah.
Shit, really ain't none of y'all business, though. Y'all talking about my feet, I'm knocking somebody clean the fuck out. Till he's clear. I ain't gonna step on pussy. Let me stop.
I'm gonna call Floyd. Like, hey, Floyd, I need some help.
Hey, Floyd, I get clean the fuck out of here.
You shot me in my pinky toe.
I got to cut you.
Yeah, I got to cut you, right. All right, gentlemen, I gotta go fry this chicken, man.
Man, end this shit,
Hey,
bro.
for sure, man.
Go ahead, bro. What you saying?
Nah, I said go ahead and end this shit, Flush.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 37. Brothers, I love y'all.
Love
I
you
like
too,
y'all
bro.
shit.
Love you too,
I
man.
love y'all
Yeah,
shit, man.
Yeah.
Holla at me so you can get your merch.
All right.
Yeah, we out.
Yep.
All right.
Hey.
Peace.